empires of a new age. The music of the hammers on the nails. The architects have all come with the wind in their sails. The judges come to say, let's take a look at your fine display. We built our best, did all we could. We did our best to try and win the day. Vanilla only band competition. Good addition. Vanilla only band competition. Good addition. Good addition. Good addition. Good addition. The sun came up and led the way. The PlainsWalkers built it, and the PlainsWalkers will stay. The horn was blown, the gates opened wide. It was time for the judges to arrive. The judges come to say, let's take a look at your fine display. We built our best, did all we could. We did our best to try and win the day. Vanilla only band competition. Good addition. Good addition. The sun came up and lit the way. The PlainsWalkers built it, and the PlainsWalkers must stay. The horn was blown, the gates opened wide. It was time for the judges to arrive. The judges come to say, let's take a look at your fine display. We built our best, did all we could. We did our best to try and win the day. Competition. Vanilla only band competition. 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 Competition.
Hey everybody, welcome. We'll be getting started here in about 3 minutes. Hey everybody, how's it going out there? Today we have another build competition. Today we have an amazing theme. Grimm's Fairy Tales. There's just so many good ones. You could literally go through the list for like a solid 15 minutes and point out multiple really high profile stories that almost everybody knows. So things like Rapunzel, Hansel and Gretel, just to name a few. It was a great theme, so thank you to those who suggested it and voted in the poll. But today, we have some very special guests also. So not only is it an amazing event theme-wise, and we have so many great participants, but we have amazing guests, Dhakhar and Emma, joining us today. And of course, Mythic, our very own Planeswalker judge, will be joining us as well. So there's no need to delay anymore. I'm going to go ahead and jump into voice, get this started. Let's go and jump into the game and see what everyone has built for us. Welcome. All right, here we are. Hey, everybody.
Hello, Bjorno.
Hello. Oh,
Hello.
hi, Bjorno.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's having a great weekend and that everyone's creative juices are flowing today.
Bjorno, I told him since I didn't actually officially call start of the event till 4:40 yesterday, 4:40 Eastern time. I felt like I'd give him those extra 10 minutes.
That's fine. I'll wait about 10 minutes on the stream, and then I'll start the timer so that we can all line up. But welcome, everyone. I see a very packed house today. Lots of amazing builders. Two amazing guest judges. Welcome back, EmmaTPotato and Dhakhar. You guys are amazing. I've missed you both. How have you both been?
Very
I've
good.
been lovely.
And
Yeah. You go, Dhakhar.
Yeah, I'm doing well. It's really hot here in the UK at the moment. We're having a bit of a heat wave, so it's a little bit uncomfortable, but yeah, doing well.
Glad to hear that. And Emma, how are you doing?
Oh, yeah, also good. Also quite hot in here, but I have the window wide open and it's cooling down a little bit. But yeah, lovely to be here.
Glad to have you both back. It feels like no matter where you are, you're experiencing heat right now. So I get it. We're in the triple digits as well. So it's for being next to a mountain range. This is not what I moved here for. So very hot everywhere. I see there's a lot of people on the server. Did everyone make their way into voice? Everyone who's building is here and accounted for?
Yes.
So,
Here.
Awesome. I see lots of different teams out there. We'll have to go and take a look at what they're all doing and pester them a little bit. But I know that Conshonery and Caterfly are participating today, so they are the ones to beat. They have come in and it's swept the competition. The last two events have been absolutely incredible. So I have no doubt that today we're going to see some builds that are going to blow us away. And would love to hear what Dhakhar and Emma, what you guys think about these builds. I know. Are you guys both familiar with Grimm's fairy tales?
Some of them.
yeah, same. I grew
Okay.
up listening to them a lot.
Great. So
You mean you're not familiar with all 240 tales or whatever it is?
Yeah, that's. I mean, I thought I knew some, and then I looked at the wiki and was like, okay, yeah, there's a handful.
And without giving it away, we tried to do one that we thought nobody's going to do that one. I doubt anybody's ever heard of this one, but we shall see.
yes, very unique theme. Thank you, Gatoth, for once again throwing such a successful event and getting all the peeps situated and logged in.
It's the guys that show. I mean, I do this for you guys. I mean, I have fun building, but if nobody showed up, it'd just be a date on the calendar. So thank everybody for showing up.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, there's
These are fun.
15 people in here, so the server's definitely running at full capacity, pretty much. Let's.
So far with it.
Haven't
That's
seen any
encouraging.
hiccups, so I've been hanging
No.
out here all day with more than 10 for a while, so looks like we're all set server-wise. Thank you, GTX, again, for sponsoring the Val-Con Vanilla server, which is where this event is taking place. If you guys haven't already, we just released a new multiplayer server called Riverheim. Go and check it out. It's an amazing new modded server. Stone Prophet was largely involved behind the scenes with the server, and it's incredible. I've been playing on it for the last 2 days, and I'm addicted.
Very nice.
All right,
Nice.
so let's go ahead and get started. Who should we bother first? Let's see who's closest. Who built closest to spawn?
I wouldn't
That-
mind
That
if
might be us.
if we could wait on ours to really walk everybody through, because that's kind of the idea behind it. Is there's some surprises.
Yeah,
That's
this
fine,
one
I
for me
can-
as well. It's a bit of a story.
I can kind of
Oh,
pester
yeah.
you guys just by like talking to you instead of flying over there.
Happy to talk.
Is the Undertaker? Who was the Undertaker's partner?
No one. I'm
Oh, you're building
participating,
solo.
on my own. Yep.
Gotcha.
Another one. Woo!
All right, so let's go. Do you mind if we come over there and take a look and ask you about your build?
Come have a look. Yes, of course.
Bjorno, can you stream in Discord? Or are you just on Twitch?
I can stream on Discord too. One sec. There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Oh, I spawned in at the perfect spot.
So, I have a really dumb question because I don't know because I've never used them before. The big stone portals, will they connect with a regular wood portal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome.
This is a nice little house. What are we looking at here, Undertaker?
This is the cabin from the Seventh Wars from Snow White.
Oh, awesome.
We do feel like wolves.
Let me get my notepad ready.
This is already starting off pretty strong.
Yeah. Oh, this is awesome.
I like the signs.
Very nice.
You?
You definitely took a lot of you put a lot of thought into how you decorated the inside of it. I'm guessing you probably looked at either pictures of the inside of the house for the show, or did you?
I have seen some pictures, not of the complete interior, but yeah, the rest is just what I thought it should look like. So yeah.
I see. I could definitely, just by walking in here, tell that because, you know, it's burned into your brain. When you're a child, you watched that movie quite a few times. That this was taken directly from the inspiration of what it actually looked like. Very, very good job. The signs add a little bit of character as well.
Yeah.
I love the
Yeah, I like
signs.
that. I like that. Yeah.
Like all the hats hanging up too. That's great.
Yeah, 80% of the build was done in the first 5 hours, so I had a pretty easy rest of the day.
So did you prepare this build? Did you go in a solo world and practice it, or did you just
Nope.
take the image and just start building?
I searched for a picture on Google from the outside, and then I just started building. I had no preparation or anything.
Gotcha.
Excuse me.
I love the combination of core wood together with the ash wood.
It's the first time that I used that, and I'm quite happy with the end result.
Did you guys see this?
Yeah, very nice. Yes. I jumped in there already.
Where are you at, Mythic?
Is that Gizmo?
With the item stand, you mean?
Oh, you can put them on the item stands. Wait.
Gizmo was allowed for this
Yeah,
particular
it's an armor stand. That
Yep.
The armor stand. Yeah.
Yeah. I use Gizmo on that one.
Yeah. I thought you said item stand. I misheard.
Yeah, I
Item.
confused myself with that. Yeah.
All right. So Gizmo was allowed. Damn, that's gonna make the judgment even harder.
Yep.
To answer your question, Bjorno, I'm updating to current right now, and it's taking an unreasonably high amount of time.
Well, luckily you have,
for no reason.
I
Yeah.
think it's been about 10 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and get that timer started. So you have about an hour, so.
Yeah, perfect. Should be ready by now, by then. I don't know what's wrong with the updater lately. It's been
All
doing
right.
that for like a month now.
So the timer is started. You guys got that extra time as Galtoth requested, and maybe an extra 2 minutes. So you guys have your work cut out for you. 59 minutes now, 59 and a half-ish minutes, and then we'll move over to the judging phase, which we will go over as that phase gets closer. But for now, let's see what other builds we can take a look at here. Is the video choppy for you guys? The camera? I can't tell if streaming on Discord is killing my frames or not.
Stream looks
I can
fine.
just watch it on Twitch.
Okay.
That's okay. Yeah, very nice. I love how you sunk the armor stands into the ground so they're a little bit smaller too. Very nice.
Yeah, on my own server I can shrink them down, but I wasn't able to do that over here, so yeah.
Yeah, Infinity
I
Hammer.
came up with a I had to come up with a solution, and this is it.
It's
Yeah, and
it feels
little
just
bit
as
smaller.
creative.
Yeah. You kind of need to find creative solutions sometimes when the game in vanilla or with less mods.
Yep.
Yeah. I like
Did
that too.
did you spot a hunter already?
No.
I don't see it.
It's over here, like a good hunter.
You put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah, well, I had a lot of time to think about
Yeah,
it.
you
so.
do it 24 hours. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, good luck in the competition. It's gonna be difficult. There are so many amazing builders here today, and I'm sure your build will stand out with the rest of them. So welcome. I believe
hope-
this is also your first build competition with us, right?
Yeah, last event I helped out Ulvar.
That's right. You helped
uh,
Olvar. Yep.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that was only for 7 hours, so this is my first.
And if I'm correct, you get 10 points for showing up.
It's true.
So
Oh, that's good.
Gatoth, do you mind if we come bother you guys?
yeah, you can.
Yeah, I think we're
I'm
good.
trying because it's there's a story to ours, so I mean you can look at both builds, but I'm not gonna tell you the story unless you guess.
Well, you don't have to walk us through just yet. It would be nice to ask you a few introductory questions to kind of
Okay.
understand
Yeah.
what you're submitting.
Okay.
Kind of give us just a brief synopsis of what we're
Okay.
looking at.
Ours is an older Grimm tale about a woodman who is out in the forest, but more specifically about his daughters. And they are tasked with taking him lunch. They all three get lost, and this little hut is where they end up.
Okay.
And in the hut is a gray-bearded old man, or is he?
A question in the judge sheet we got, it talks about functionality.
Yep.
Is it like a functional base? Or
No, you're fine.
Yes. So
in what sense?
if the
Yeah.
fairy tale,
Not seeing it.
let's say I'm trying to think of one as an example because of the theme we used. I guess a good one would be the one we just looked at with the 7 dwarves, right? They need everything in the building to survive, like if they were actually there. so they need to be able to
Yes.
cook food and sleep, and
not clean.
exist. So it really needs to meet what you're submitting. If you're submitting a tavern, it needs to function as a tavern. If you're submitting a place where characters sleep and live, then it needs to be able to fulfill those parameters.
I will give this one other hint about ours. The person that's living in this hut has been cursed by an evil fairy.
Ah.
But maybe I add my comments to it. We still talk about fairy tales, so in terms of functionality, maybe some magic is involved this time.
Yeah, it just adds to the layer on the cake. Like if you add things that are super creative in order to display those parameters, then that just boosts your overall score. It's good. The wow factor goes up. So the more creative you are, be super creative. I know we just saw the laying character at the last build, and that was super creative. It's things like that that
I was just thinking
the
like,
judges are
Hey.
looking for.
Hey Emma, come test out this chair. It's really comfy.
Oh. Mm-hmm. This one? Oh. I like that. That's also how I make my secret tunnels. Interesting. Cool.
Secret tunnel. I remember
But
that.
I'm done giving hints.
Mm.
I just wanted Emma to test out
Oh.
that chair 'cause it's really comfy.
Oh. Oh no.
Somebody died. No, Dhakhar.
Did Dhakhar die? Oh my
Yes.
god!
Why?
That
What
might
happened to
lose
God
the
mode?
point, I'm afraid. There might be a point deduction there.
There is raw meat, bread, and resin in these boxes. Interesting. The plot thickens.
Yeah, watch that first step. It's a doozy.
Yeah. Very nice, Gatoth. And Opal was joining you building this too, right?
I wouldn't be here without her.
Awesome. So they are working as a team. I wish you guys good luck. Lots to look at here, but
She's working on the other build.
other build. Okay.
There's this is a two-part fairy tale. Do not go through that portal yet, please.
I'm not going to. All right, so let's see. Who do we got next? B Vitamin. Do you mind if we come bother you for a minute?
I don't know.
Sure.
Do we need to go through this portal in a bit or something? Or is that like for later?
No, I think that's judging time,
Oh.
transportation.
Oh. Okay.
As you said, the plot thickens.
Yeah.
Very mysterious.
B Vitamin, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, mate. Yeah, feel free.
All right, so he's just a little north of where we are now.
Okay.
There's a couple of parts I don't really want you to see just yet. It's over on the hill, up on the mountain, just where I'm facing. So that should be, but there's so many things to see here.
Yeah, I'll just keep my eyes on this
Um,
lower section here.
Right. Actually, come this way, Bjorno. The other way, because that's where our journey is going to start. And the judging will commence. So all the way down here, at a fisherman's hut, because the tale I've chosen for this one is the fisherman and his wife, which is a very interesting story. It teaches you a lot of things, which I'm not going to go into just yet. But it's a very unique one, and I think it does have it wants to tell you something, which really captivated me, and I think it's super cool. It's fun to build around, and I can't wait for you guys to experience it.
This is really impressive. Each
Yeah, it
building
has-
seems like it has a ton of detail on the inside.
Yeah, I want to mention that I didn't do this alone. I mean, these bits and the village that we were in has been done by me. But the upper parts, there's gonna be, or like maybe there's gonna be a couple of castles and cathedrals and special elements. I was helped by Toadward. Toad is a regular player over on Kaisenheim, which I'm also representing, and he. You know, I convinced him to join me and help me out because it was a pretty big project, and I don't think I could have done it without him. Actually, I'm sure I couldn't have done it without him. But yeah, this is the first bit where we're gonna start. It's a very humble fisherman's hut, as you can see, with a very humble dock, nothing fancy, just, you know, very kind of poor. But it will advance. There will be levels, and it's strictly and very much connected to the story, which I'm of course gonna tell you once we're there. Yeah, the second part maybe you can have a peek if you want to the village. There's different buildings, different artisans. For example, the tailor, the butcher, the blacksmith, the hunter. There's a lot of things to see. There's just regular houses as well. There's a tree. There's a basketball court. Don't ask me about that. There's a mayor's house. There's a lot of fun things to see. I just hope that you're gonna like it.
Wow, each building is really pretty.
Yeah.
I love the combination of lights as well with the blue and the green.
Oh yeah,
Flowers.
I'm glad you caught that. So basically what this represents, and of course this is very important to the story as well. So the regular wood and the green represents the fisherman and his wife. The blue one and the more prettier one, as you can see, you know, the village itself is a bit much prettier than the shack that we were just in. So the black one represents, you know, more money, like being rich, you know, like higher standing, basically. And this will guide us all throughout our story. So, but I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of small signs and things that will guide us. Should be interesting.
Very nice.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you to Uncle Squirrel for the follow. I'm bringing the helmet back, so if you guys follow, I'll wear the helmet as long as you guys keep following. It is a little hard to hear everybody, so let's see. What this build is incredible, B Vitamin.
Thank you.
I'm not even sure where to begin. Like you said, we've only seen such a small section of it that it feels like someone's like, "Oh, I'm going to order you a pizza, but you can only get this section of it." And it's like, "Well, but I want the whole pizza." But you're only getting a small taste. So
that's right.
And once again, can you mention who your partner was for the for the stream?
It's Toadward, but he just likes to call himself Toad. He's a renowned fisherman on Kaisenheim. He's always the one who gets the fisherman's hat. You know, like he's the first to get it. So I thought, you know, the theme and everything would just go with him. It's just so natural as well, you know. But that's just a fun story, fun little side story. So yeah, it's Toadward.
So shout out to Toadwart, amazing job, dude. If you go back and watch this video, I'm not sure if he's with us in voice right now. I got so many screens open right now, but
no, unfortunately, no. He had to go away about 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago. So he's not going to be here for the judging. But of course, I'm going to speak on his behalf as well.
You guys heard it. So yeah, shout out to Toadwart. Let's see who else we can go bother. Let's see. Teensy and Left, you guys are a team, right?
Yes, we are one team.
Do you guys mind if we come and take a look around?
Sure. Yeah, please
Go for
spawn near my position.
All right, I'll spawn a little south of you.
Or come through the portal, whatever.
God damn it. I hate when I do that.
All right, I'm a little south of you, Left.
Destroy one feed.
No, that's, I think it's so the the theme which we have chosen, and I apologize, but I only can pronounce it in German, is Rapunzel.
Yeah, let down your golden
Tangled.
hair.
Yeah.
So, and from this point of, from where the portal is, of course, you and the prince got the chance to see already the tower and the balcony where she is always standing, and he got his interest.
Please tell me you built the
a little
hair.
bit later. Yeah. So if it so in our version, it's 100 years until no one have been here. So that's why everything is a little bit overcrowded. And if we walk through the garden where everything started, because once the father got the order from the wife to get these vegetables, the great vegetables, and until the witch got angry with him and said, if you take my veggies, then I will take your first child. And that's where we are at the moment. And I leave it for the judges to find the entrance to the tower.
Bjorno made his own
Until
entrance.
Come on, guys.
And as you can see, at times the witch got very angry. That's why we have some burnt parts and some beautiful, nice parts. And the rest we leave for the judges.
Is there parkour involved?
Good question.
It is a good
Emma
question.
is very, very, very warm.
Well, look behind.
Bjorno is cheating.
And Emma is now ice cold.
Oh, wait. So maybe.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no way.
How did you?
You have to click. Wow.
Yeah. Woo.
Bjorno, click. There's a second throne glued to the other one. That's.
Oh,
you can
yep,
barely
I see it. Yep, on the
You
other
can see the
side there. Yeah.
handle, yeah. There you go. And oh, it's like that. Yeah.
Wow, that's
really
cool.
creative. Oh, and okay. Nice. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, the witch didn't make it easy, so of course you have to take your bath to get cleaned.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
impressive.
I just immediately jumped into the bath and I was like, wait, I feel like I missed something. I want to take this in. Very cool. And here as well.
I honestly don't know how you planned all this in 24 hours, but good work.
Yeah, this is impressive.
Yeah, you know, some parts they just come jump by luck. You know, this glitch, due to some reasons we had 1 week before, we had to solve an glitch, and then it's made it through. And of course also the other way, if you go upstairs, it's the same, right? So if you look from the bottom up as a prince. Everything looks great. But once you're inside, you see that for her, there is no way out.
Yes. Cool.
Yeah, super creative. You're building this with
If you go to the
Teensy, right?
balcony,
Yes, unfortunately, he's lumbered with me.
Did you
Just Teensy, yes.
did you contribute to the interior? Did he work on the exterior? What was the plan for you guys?
It's left does the bulk of the work. I nag him in the corners, is probably the best way.
So you basically walk behind him and scold him every time he makes a bad decision.
Pretty much.
It worked. This looks incredible. Good work, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, if you come in the late night and if you can fly, then of course you have some crazy glowing effects as well. And have your feather cape ready, because the only way back is jumping down.
So instant death for those normal
Or
ones.
die.
Yeah. Very
Yes.
cool. Just a heads up to everyone, just want to give a time check. 38 minutes and 23 seconds are left until we move into the judging phase.
No. Oh no. Someone died.
Yep, someone did die.
I jumped off and spiked myself.
Oh no.
It all adds to the decor.
It does. Bree, you available?
I'm available to talk, but not to snoop on. Hee hee hee.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about your plan for today?
My plan, I've been up for almost 24 hours, so I'm like, blah. But, yeah, so I changed my design about 7 times over the last 2 weeks. And I only came to the conclusion of what I've built today on Tuesday. So today has pretty much been testing what I previously decided on and then changing it all to make it fit. So I think it fits. I've got a story attached to it. But yeah, I'm trying not to give too much away.
I see it's in the Black Forest on a coast, so I'm guessing it's got an amazing view.
Yes, you could say that.
Okay. Well, we look forward to in about 36 minutes to seeing what everyone has. I know we have a couple more that we need to look at. Like Bree did, if you're not comfortable with us taking a look yet, just let us know. Just want to touch base with everybody. Let's see, Astrid. And who else?
Yeah.
Ulf. You guys are building as a team, right?
Yes, that's right.
Do you guys mind if we come and
Yeah.
bother you guys?
Sure, but we have 2 locations, and would be great if you come to the other location, the one where you spawned in some trees for me earlier.
Is that currently where you're at now?
I'm on the way there. I need to hop into 2 portals. Okay, now I'm here. That's here, if you can. Ah, yeah, you guys are here. Welcome.
Hey.
Hi, Emma. Hey, Bjorno.
Hello.
So, hey, Dhakhar. Welcome. If you want to follow me on this hidden path, you will find a small Droger hut. And for those who are taller than 2 meters, you might crouch right now if you go in there. Because everything is a little bit smaller than you are used to. For example, if you try to sit on the chair, I think your knees will hit the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we are here in the house of the 7 dwarfs, where they lived a few years with Snow White.
I see. So, the judges know now what they're looking at. So, Uncle
Yeah.
Squirrel says clever in Twitch chat. I agree. And there is a second
yeah,
floor.
as you see, yes, there are 2 other floors. So that's their bedrooms. And as you see, each dwarf has its own bed. And they all have some sleeping huts.
I also love that you chose the mountains for this, because
Yeah.
the howling wind that you hear really adds to the feeling that this is kind of a cottage and quite left alone.
Oh, yeah. And they are in the mountains, so it's the 7 dwarfs over the 7 mountains. And that's the only room up here where you can really stand, because they built this floor later on, and that's Snow White's room.
I love how you gave her a bed as well. You can look at the bed and it says Snow White.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I spent I think it lasts 15 minutes, so I just thought, okay, 15 minutes more building or doing this, and I logged in with each character, came to spawn, ran over here, claimed the bed, logged out, made a new character with the next name. But I think it's worth it.
This little wardrobe over here is really cool
Yeah,
too.
it
I
is.
like how you did the shutters that way.
Yes, very, very nice.
And this over here, this little corner table thing.
Yes.
Adds a lot of character to the room. Makes it feel like somebody was there using it.
Yeah.
Happy says
It's,
dedication. Nice effect. I agree.
Thank you. Yay. That's what we can show you now. The other building we're gonna show you later.
Yep. We look forward to taking a look at the final product. I know you guys put a lot of effort and love into this, and it shows. So good work, you guys.
And I need to
Yes.
switch on the candles here
Very intricate
because
building.
I turned them off because they should burn when the judging phase is. Yeah, and they have everything here they need. Of course, they have a fermenter. The cauldron has max level, so yeah. And it's a bit crampy in here, so.
But it was
that's
done.
how it is.
It was
in a
done
dwarven
stylistically
home.
on
It's
purpose.
small.
You have to appreciate
True.
the attention to detail. It definitely looks
Thank
like
you.
there could be dwarves in here. And just so those who are watching, this is happening on the Val-Con server, so we can't have mobs. So we tried to put the Vergers in
Yeah.
there, but we
Yeah.
couldn't. So just visualize them
Yeah.
being there in the future.
Yeah.
So thank you, you two. Amazing work. And
You're
we look
welcome.
forward to looking at it again in 31 minutes. So let's see.
Thank you.
Who did
See you
we
later.
miss? A Conchonnery and Caterfly. Welcome back.
Hello. I
think
too do
I
not want to
might
show off much of our build at all until the story time.
If you don't want
But,
us to go there, that's fine. If you want to show us a little peek, that's up to you. Otherwise, you can just let us know how you're doing and what your plan was for today.
Basically, our plan is to rush through all of the things that we tried to get planned today. I think we're there. We picked the 12 Dancing Princesses as our story.
Oh, nice.
I noticed you guys are in the Mistlands.
We are in 3 biomes. So it starts in the plains, goes through the Black Forest, and ends up in the Mistlands. That's all part of the story.
That
So-
is going to be interesting for sure.
It is. It's kind of big. It mainly consists of 2 big builds and some stuff between them. So
Okay.
It's all there to tell the story, and yeah, once we're ready, we'll walk you all through it. And I think I think we pulled it off the way we wanted to.
For those who haven't,
Besides that, I'd love to just make it a surprise.
yeah, and speaking of surprises, go back and watch episode 3 of this event that we did a month ago, where Conshawner and Caterfly did an amazing mushroom-topped treetop village that absolutely blew away everyone. All the judges were completely baffled, and it was absolutely incredible. And they have taken 2 events, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're 2-time champions. So they're definitely the ones to beat today. I wish both
You
of you
can't have
luck.
this one.
Let's see who we got left. I want to say that's everyone. Yeah, I think that's everybody. Lots of builders came today. Of course, now would be a good time to mention that we are doing a community poll, which we will do in our Discord in the general chat, where everyone in the entire community, including those who are in Twitch, I can send out a invite link, can vote on what their favorite build was for today, and those vote totals get added to the total score at the end of the event. So your voice does matter. Take a look at each build if you can. We'll try to post some screenshots and let us know what you thought about today's builds. Dhakhar, Emma, any thoughts on the build so far?
It's going to be so hard to judge. That's the first thought.
Yep.
Like,
Very hard to judge.
Can you please drink a frost potion before you die again?
Oh, I put God mode on now.
Turn God mode on.
One's been
I gave you one.
Okay. So you did.
Yay! Thank you.
So,
I don't want
Dhakhar,
you dead here.
Dhakhar, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you have going on? I know you're always in your mad scientist lab working on the next big video or on the RPG map.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So we're very close to releasing the next update for our RPG map, adding a huge Ashlands adventure to it. And I think 9by will have this video out in a week or so, and then mine a couple of weeks after that. And then in the background, I'm still working on my project with Expand World Prefabs to create different ways to play Valheim, different game modes and things, which is always very involved, but a lot of fun.
And you're still working on your Heim Divers thing, right?
Yeah. I'm got a lot done on it, and pretty close to, I think, being able to get a server going and get some people on there testing it now. So it's pretty exciting.
Very exciting. Emma, what are you up to currently? I see you posting your schedule out every week, so I know you got lots going on. Do you want to tell everyone what you've been working on?
Yeah, sure. I've been playing Valheim for more than 4 years now, but unlike many other games that I played, I started playing Valheim pretty on a community server pretty early on. So I've never in those 4 years really played Valheim solo. So I'm doing my first solo playthrough. I did Bone Mass last week, took a little bit of a break from the progressing and did some building this week because I'm more of a builder / farmer. So yeah, progression was not in my cards the first 500 hours I played Valheim. I just built little houses along the meadows. So yeah, it's pretty fun. Having a lot of fun with that, and both on Twitch and YouTube.
It's incredible what taking away your allies does for a playthrough when you're alone and you have to depend on yourself to do everything, crafting, building, everything, instead of having a builder or people to go out and who explore and do like combat. So has that been a challenge? What difficulty are you playing it on?
I'm just doing it in the normal settings for now. I gave myself some limitations a couple of months ago, but stopped that playthrough because I wanted to play Valheim like a ninja. But limiting myself with those weapons and everything in my first solo playthrough was a little bit harder than I thought. So yeah, it's definitely been a challenge, but it also made me realize how important tower shields are. I have always used bucklers and round shields, but then I died in a crypt, and so tower shield it was. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. You appreciate certain weapons a lot more. I'm trying to try out every single weapon, and it makes you appreciate quite a lot of things about Valheim as well. Definitely, since I'm more of a builder slash farmer, I'm always in the same spot usually. Yeah, progressing in a new biome and all of that stuff is very exciting. It's a lot of fun also to put into practice what I've learned over those 4 years and with Valheim science and all of that stuff. So it's been challenging, but a lot of fun.
Norson Wells says 90% farming, 8% building, and 2% running away. The real Emma experience.
That's true.
You know you have true fans out there that know that off the back of their hand. You would be impressed. Norson Emma is a beast now. Apparently you're a beast, Emma.
Well, yeah, I've really learned a lot over the past year mostly. I started doing science about a year ago, and I've learned so much and practiced a lot as well during Valheim science. It has made me more confident as well, because as Norson said, like my instinct, and if you remember the Hunger Games, my instinct is running away.
It's a valid strategy. I mean, the problem with me, though, is I was cornered while I was in a building, so it was like a wolf just ran right in the front door. Can't run away at that point.
I remember that very well.
Oh yeah, it just ran right in. It was like, yep, he's done.
It's like you're crafting something and you have a menu up, and then you lower that menu and turn around, and there's a wolf in the building with you, and it's not friendly. Not
I'm
tame.
never gonna forget when I was chasing Emma for about 15 minutes, and she was just running and running, and I couldn't catch up to her, no matter what I did.
Yeah,
Good times.
I sweated a lot that day. I can tell you that. But yeah, I still remember that moment so well as well. And I remembered watching my stream around the same time, and I heard the wolves, and I was also like, oh no, I hear wolves. Nope, not getting rested here. I'm just gonna keep on running. And yeah, they really found it a bit annoying how I just didn't stop running towards the end.
That's really funny.
Wasn't it you that won that Survivor thing or the Hunger Games thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Emma won it. I remember vividly in my mind the end of that event where they were like fighting with I think they're with axes or something on that like platform, and they had to knock each other off. I just remember that moment when Emma won it. Like it was hype.
Yeah.
Are we gonna see another Valheim Olympics coming soon for your birthday?
Oh, I really want to, if real life allows it, because I've got a lot of things going on at the moment as well. I totally want to do another Valheim Olympics with football integrated into it, because it was a lot of fun the last time as well. And yeah, I will be super excited to invite just any Valheim creator again. So if anyone is ever interested in that event, it's hard to find everyone in the community, but join my Discord or join Bjorno's Discord. I'll tell him as well that I'm gonna try and share it as much as possible. So just anyone that wants to join and is a creator can just join in as well.
Yeah, and feel free to use the Val-Con Discord, Emma, when you're looking for participants or people to help. I know there's a lot of people there that just like helping others.
Oh, nice.
And
Thank you.
people that do admin stuff too. So anything you'd really need, they'd be able to help. So, and I look forward to any of the future events that you put on. They're always really fun, big social events. So I really enjoy those. Getting getting the group together. You know, again, it's always a cool experience.
Excuse me, Bjorno, time check.
Oh yeah.
20 minutes and 33 seconds.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and just take a small, brief break. just so I can refill my water bottle and everyone can catch their breath. And then when we come back from break, we will get closer to the judging phase. And of course, we'll go over all the specifics of that. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Okie
Seas on the plains, we're building empires of a new age. The music of the hammers on the nails, the architects have all come with the wind and the sail. The judges come to say, let's take a look at your fine display. We built our best, did all we could. We did our best to try and win the day. Vanilla only competition, good addition. Vanilla only build competition, good addition, good addition, good addition, good addition. The sun came up and led the way. The PlainsWalkers built it, and the PlainsWalkers will stay. The horn was blown, the gates open wide. It was time for the judges to arrive. The judges come to say, let's take a look at your fine display. We built our best, did all we could. We did our best to try and win the day. Vanilla only competition, good addition, good addition. The sun came up and lit the way. The PlainsWalkers built it, and the PlainsWalkers must stay. The horn was blown, the gates open wide. It was time for the judges to arrive. The judges come to say, let's take a look at your fine display. We built our best, did all we could. We did our best to try and win the day. V-O-O-B-C, Vanilla only competition, competition. Vanilla only build competition, good addition. Vanilla only build competition, good addition, good addition, good addition.
We are back.
UP, you can add these crazy effects.
Hey everybody, we're back.
Hello.
Oh, and the timer started over. That's lame. I know there was 20 minutes, so when the stream hits an hour and a half, we'll do the judging. Let me see here. There we go. But you guys have 20 minutes to about 20 and a half minutes remaining until we'll start the judging phase, and then the judges will pick their favorite build. And of course, after that, we'll do our community poll, which will get posted shortly after. Let's briefly go over a couple more things before we kind of segue into the judging phase. We do have 3 judges here today. Our resident PlainsWalkers judge today is MythicBuilds.
Yeah.
Welcome, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
How are you doing? Mythic?
He's the strong silent type.
Mythic probably hasn't come back from his break, so of course I would introduce him at a time when he's not there. Or he's muted. But yes, Mythic is our final guest judge. We always do 3 to avoid a tie. But yeah, Mythic will come back here in a moment, and then he could do his take on what he has going on. I know he just uploaded a recent video. Let me take a look at what that was called. That was the Tribunal Tower. So if you guys haven't seen that video, go check out Mythic's page. The Tribunal Tower Reforged. I know he's been doing his Reforged series. He's been essentially taking all of his older builds from back when he first started and kind of redoing them and putting a spin on them. So if you guys like Mythic's channel, go and check out his stuff.
Check out his stuff.
But yeah, let's go over how the scoring's going to work. Alright, so you get 10 points just for showing up. So no build today is a 0. Anyone who comes to a competition and puts in that effort, they're never a 0. So you get 10 just for showing up. Then you get 1 to 10 points for aesthetics, which is the visual impact and cohesion of the build. Basically, does it pop when you look at it? When you go in, does it feel detailed just to a first glance? Then you got 1 to 10 points for creativity. So that's like the Lane character we saw earlier, or the teleporting through the wall using the throne. Those are good examples of creativity. You guys have seen those firsthand. Then we got 1 to 10 points for functionality. If the person's displaying a place where a character lives, or a tale where certain things are supposed to happen based on how the tale works, those elements need to be there in your build so that it functions as what you're submitting. It just makes sense, right? And of course we do a community poll at the end, and all those votes are added to those totals of, all those points we just went over, to the totals of those scores. And then we have a winner. If there is a tie, we do use the story backgrounds to break the tie. Who had the better background story, who explained their story better. Rarely does that happen, but if it does, that's how we break a tie. Any questions? I know there's a couple of new people that are building today. Any questions on how the scoring system works at all? Guest judges, any questions? Again, I know it's been a while.
I'm good.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
All right, so Mythic, I did briefly go over what you had going on, but maybe you would like to tell everyone what you're working on.
Valheim wise, not much currently. I've uploaded a build yesterday. That was the last thing I built. I'm currently thinking whether I should keep doing vanilla builds or switch to Infinity Hammer and Gizmo.
So
'Cause it's
basically,
still-
switch to modded.
Yeah, because it's not exactly like modded because yes, they are mods, but they're still compatible with vanilla. So someone who wants to use them can still load them in a vanilla world. If that makes sense.
So
it's
they don't give you access to more pieces?
No, they don't. But
Okay.
I mean, actually, no, they do. They do, but those pieces are already in the database of Valheim. They're unused. Infinity Hammer has them. So technically, you do get more pieces. It's just they're already in the game.
So Twitch chat, what do you guys think? Should
there's
Mythic do modded or should he do vanilla?
Myself, I've seen what you can do with vanilla. I want to see what you can do modded. I haven't seen much.
It's always fun to try if you've never really done modded much or for a video. I think it's always cool to give yourself a challenge with it and see how far you can go with the mod.
Every time I try to come up with a modded build, I always end up. There's a part of my brain that says, "Hold on, wait. You can do this in vanilla.
Yeah.
Why would you use Gizmo and Infinity Hammer when you can do that in vanilla all the same?"
Norsen,
that's the thing that stops me.
Norsen says the good answer is to just do what inspires you.
There you go.
If your build requires you to use those mods, then use them. Don't limit yourself.
Yeah, there's a lot I found with like curves and things you can do with Gizmo that you can't do vanilla. You can replicate it a little bit, but you don't get this clean look.
Yeah.
That does remind me, we did authorize Gizmo for this event. So anyone that was familiar with it or wanted to learn it had that opportunity to utilize it for today's competition. Go ahead, Gatoff.
And I hope I made that abundantly clear in that it was not a required mod, so all of our builders weren't required to use it, but if you used it and you did something really cool with it, good on you.
Agreed, and these are all things that can be seen in a vanilla world, these rotations. It's just allowing you access to them.
Also, one more thing. I don't know if I can plug that in, but I've recently launched a Ko-Fi store where I have all my blueprints in, at least the ones I could find. So that's also part of why I don't want to use mods that are not compatible with vanilla, either way.
Right, because the sole objective is to blueprint all the builds and have
it's them to be usable by everyone,
builds.
whether they want to play with mods or not. Yeah.
Right. That's the objective, is to essentially be able to have these builds forever until Valheim is no more, or no one, until you're satiated with it. You can, if the build is fully vanilla, you can then copy it anywhere, and then you can add mods to it. Some people like to build modded, and that's cool. But when it comes to that point specifically, I think it gives a little background as to why we prefer vanilla so much when it comes to building.
I think eventually the meta will become vanilla plus Gizmo plus Infinity Hammer plus that other mod. More prefabs, I think it's called.
Vanilla prefabs and item stands all items, I think.
Item stands all items. I don't think it's fully vanilla compatible. I think there's parts of it that are not.
You're right.
But yeah, those three, they're like the ultimate vanilla compatible experience.
Sorry, I meant item stands items should be vanilla, I think.
I agree,
if
Norsen.
you have it running when it's not in vanilla, or you can still have the game running, and the item stand will just not show anything depending on the item. Some items do load in, strange enough, and if you take it off the item stand, you can't place it back on again. And some items are just invisible, and you can see a little text on the screen like, this is what's on there, like coins, for example. I love adding coins to the item stand, because it makes like this tiny little pile for just one coin. And I think you can still see it, but if you take it off and you try to place it again, you just can't anymore.
Yeah. Also, you can't see resized ones.
Yeah. I like putting clothes on item stands because it folds them into nice little stacks.
Yes. Exactly.
Pretty cute.
So, I'm on the server finally.
You made it.
And
hello. Hey,
I need the map.
Just a heads up, we have 10 minutes and 10 seconds left until judging.
Is there a place where all the portals are?
Yes, in the free build area at spawn. There's like a little building that says free build on it. Well, it did. It looks like the sign is broken.
Bjorno admin. Okay, there we go. Found it. So, free build. Oh, okay.
You know, I wasn't sure I was gonna able to finish this build, by the way. I'm so glad I did. I'm actually finished and I can't believe it.
You got 9 minutes to, I guess, do it a once over, or prepare your tour.
I'm relighting torches and campfires and...
Write your essay on MS Word.
So the tour is essentially...
And we have 16 people on the server.
We do have 16 people on the server, yep. Val-Con Vanilla is, we're getting our money's worth today from
portal
GTX.
Do I take?
It
so
seems
many.
to be running well as well, so that's a good note to make.
Yeah, shout out to
Shannery-
GTX for sponsoring the Val-Con Vanilla server. Thank you, GTX. I know you guys watch the videos that we put out when we use the Val-Con stuff. So, shout out to those guys. They have really awesome customer service.
I have to give a really big thank you to the entire Val-Con team, you, Bjorno, and Stone Prophet, and the rest of the guys and gals over there for letting us use this server for our event for a little bit of cross promotion. We get to talk about Val-Con and the PlainsWalkers as well.
And not only that, we have 2 guest judges who come from their own communities that we want to know how they're doing. So it's kind of like we get to check in with everybody every once in a while. So it's nice to be able to keep doing this and continue to have people like Dhakhar and Emma be here and look at these builds. And I've heard from many judges that they come and they get inspired and then they go and spend hours building, or they join a build competition of some sort somewhere or do a build video. So it's always cool to be able to meet the group again.
And we'll have August, September, October, and then we're going to have a very special build competition in either late October or early November. That is going to be our week-long build competition.
And that one's going to be a modded competition, and it's going to be used with Balron's materials. So it's going to be a really fun experience to see what everyone does with a completely different material set. So it's bound to be a unique experience, especially when you get a whole week to work on it. So thank you again, Gatoth, for putting that together.
It is my hope that it will once again be spooky themed and Halloween themed, and I'll actually get to build in this one.
Yes, and Norsen makes a very good point, and if I think I know what she's talking about the Riverheim server that just dropped from the Val-Con channel. Go and check that out, because I've been on it the last 2 days. I've been addicted. To have a world that has rivers flowing all through it, like, it changes everything. Like, all your travel is by boat, instead of getting to a point where you use your boat to a certain point and then you're on land for a while. So It definitely introduces more sailing, and it has a couple little tweaks. Nothing too crazy to the vanilla experience. That just kind of adds flavor to it. So if you guys haven't already, go and check it out. It is out, the Riverheim server for the public.
Jesus. Constantly, how do you build all this in 24 hours? I don't understand.
My wife helps a lot. She does at least half of it.
You guys got 5
This is the
minutes.
amount of time that it takes me to come up with an idea.
Yeah, you snuck in. I was I was hoping nobody would see it ahead of time, but that's okay. Yeah,
I'm not gonna spoil it.
No, we built all of this ahead of time, iterated through many ideas, and just took a lot of notes and just kind of rushed through it. Comp day is just executing the plan as quickly as possible.
Nice. And I see you're taking full advantage of Gizmo as well.
Oh yes,
Really nice.
it's my favorite. Where are you at? Okay, you're down. Okay, you're down at the other build now too.
There's some people that
I'm at the best build.
Can't build
Yep.
without Gizmo, and then
Of the
there's some
3.
people that don't like it at all. And I can never find anyone who's like, yeah, I just casually use it. It's like you either use it or you don't.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty addicted to
casually
it.
use it. I have it disabled until I turn it back on.
There you go.
There are certain aspects of Gizmo that I really love, and
Astrid, you are rating us.
Hey,
Welcome,
nice.
everybody. We are very close to judging the end of this competition. We literally have 4.5 minutes until Dhakhar, EmmaTPotato, and MythicBuilds decide on which Grimm's Fairy Tale build they like the best. We've kind of briefly gone over a couple of them, but we're going to get to see the full picture here very soon. I hope all of you are ready. You guys will need to put your hammers down in about 3 minutes. Any final thoughts?
I have a request, Bjorno. Can we be first?
Yeah, you could be first.
Okay.
And of course, for every new follower, I will put that heavy helmet on. So I know we've gotten one already, 2 actually. If we could get some more followers, we're really trying to get to 210. I think we only need 1 more to get to 210 on Twitch. So there it is. Norson, thank you for the follow. That's goal complete. So follower goal met. Hype.
Hey, look at that. Very nice.
I guess I'll put this thing on. There we go. This thing is not easy to wear. It's really heavy on the top of the head. And like, you can only wear it for so long. I have no idea how they wore this or anything like it in actual battle. But I guess the goal is to protect the skull, right? From a giant axe.
Yeah, they probably weren't thinking about group chat usability, were they?
No, they weren't. They were just like, use this metal so that I don't get my skull smashed in. And if it worked, then they wore it.
And when we get to 1,000 followers, Bjorno's going to wear a Dallas Stars jersey for the entire stream.
No, I would rather not do that. Please, no. I would rather end it all, to be honest. But you guys got 1 minute.
Oh my goodness, I did full streams with my fake beard. Don't do it, Bjorno. Don't do it.
I just don't think I could wear this thing for extended period of time, but I do it every time someone follows. I will wear it. But I do know that you guys got 35 seconds until the end of the event.
Ooh.
We'll need to put our hammers down, and then Dhakhar and Emma and Mythic will have to do their once-throughs of each build. Lots of participants today, so the judging is sure to be very interesting. You guys got 20 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
27.
Quick question.
Time flies when I'm online.
With how long judging may take, can we refill lanterns and things after build, or is that all off?
You could do that as long as you need to. If you need to refill it before you give us the tour, but 3, 2, 1, that's it. Yeah, if you need any help at all, let admins know. I can help as well if you need me to do something before we do a tour. But yeah, you can refill lanterns as long as you need to. But that's going to be it for the competition. Thank you, everyone who came and built today. I know there's a lot of teams out there and solo builders who gave it their all, and now it's time for judging. We've gone over the scoring briefly, but now it's time to deliberate. I'm going to get this helmet off, and the judges and I will jump into a separate channel. We will pull each team up. I will, of course, DM you before we pull you up, just so you can prepare briefly before we pull you up. So please check your DMs and pay attention to that. Thank you, Happy, for the follow. I will make sure the helmet stays on as we move into the separate channel. We are now at 211 followers. Thank you, everyone. We're going to go ahead and jump out. Good luck, everybody, and we'll see you guys on the other side. So, judges, let's go ahead and jump up to the general chat up top. Can you guys see that?
General voice?
Yep. All right, so I sent you guys the judges sheets. You guys have any questions about the scoring before we start with the first build?
How will the points giving work with the fact that we've already seen a couple of the builds today? Because it seems like there's 2 phases to it, and now it's phase 2.
Essentially, at the beginning, it's like they show you their meal, and they just let you take a tiny taste test from it. Now they're offering you the full menu, the full course, so it's a good way to think of it. So take what they've already shown you and just add another layer on top of it, like you would stack a cake, and use that to score. Mythic is really, really good at explaining the scoring. Mythic, did you want to briefly go over that really quick for the stream also? That would be very helpful.
Okay. Just give me 1 second. By the way, if you already gave some scorings to some of the builds, it's always subject to change, so they don't have to be the final scores. You can finalize everything after you see them.
Yeah, until the final scores are pasted into the Discord. I mean, I'll even let you guys delete it last minute if you guys had a change at the last second. I don't mind, as long as you guys are comfortable with what you guys are submitting. I don't want it to feel like you're pressured into giving anyone a specific score, or pressured by the community poll or by other judges' decisions. I want you guys to be comfortable with your own decisions here. So no worries at all if that takes a little bit longer to achieve.
So aesthetics is basically visual impact, which is like, what do you feel when you see that build? What is the first impression you get, the feelings that you get from seeing, the sense of awe and all that. And cohesion is how cohesive the build is, how, you know, all the parts of it feel like they are part of the same theme, of the same build, like they belong together, you know, like they're not out of place. That's aesthetics. Then we have creativity, which is technique and uniqueness. This is where we rate essentially the technique level of the builds, and also how outside the box they are, how creative some of their things are, and all of that encompasses creativity. And lastly, we have functionality, which is how well does the build serve its intended purpose. Usually this is things like the rested buff, utility stuff, but for this specific competition, I'm not really sure 100% yet.
How well it communicates
I guess it,
the
yeah.
tail in some respects.
Yeah, how accurate it is, maybe accuracy is part of that, or maybe not necessarily. But
that's what makes this theme so unique, is that even for the judging aspect, it's difficult to really put your finger on what it is you're judging. So just let your creative juices flow, and just the numbers will come as you think about it. Don't overthink it. When it comes to like functionality, if there's like a workbench is not level 4 in every room, or they're missing a specific add-on, especially because this theme is more, I want to say it's more visual than it is technical. Do you agree, Mythic? Mythic? Yeah, we may have lost him. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree.
My-
It's not.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
same.
I think one thing for utility is maybe how you traverse through the build, how easy it is to move around.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there's been issues in rare occasions where it was difficult to move around the build, or it was...
Yeah, and I think earlier as well, where specifically the build was made for dwarves, that it is also like a good thing that it might be a little bit tighter, because the functionality is not for us but for the dwarves, so that's actually like a perk.
That was the exception because it fits really well thematically.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the builds.
All right, so first we're going to do B Vitamin. So let me shoot him a DM. All right, he says he's ready. I'm going to go ahead and pull him up.
Pull him up.
All right. B Vitamin will be our first build. B Vitamin and Toad, right?
Yeah, Toadwort. Yeah, he's from Geisenheim. Also trying to represent Geisenheim as well, in a small sense.
There you go. Do you want to show us the way?
Yep, it's right here. Right, this one. Okay, so I've chosen the fisherman and his wife.
Oh, I got pushed back out.
I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this one.
It does ring a bell.
Right.
One by one.
Yeah.
There's a fish involved, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a fish involved. There's a magic fish.
It's after you, Dhakhar?
Basically, yeah, it's basically about a poor fisherman and his poor wife, who's got great ambitions, of course. And the fisherman was just fishing all the time. You know, nothing really ever happens. Sometimes they go into the village, but they just live here in a very modest home. Nothing too fancy. They're pretty poor. It kind of stinks as well inside, you know, from all the fish and everything. Yeah. But then one day, he goes out fishing like any other day, and he catches a magical flounder, which happens to be an enchanted prince in disguise. So, yeah, at first, he tosses the fish back, right? And because he wants to spare his life, because the prince, you know, begs him for it. And then he goes back to his hut and tells the story to his wife. And the wife goes really mad, like, "Oh, how could you do that? Like you have to make a wish, you know, like you can ask things from an enchanted flounder." And so
I remember the story now.
Yeah, it's all about. It's a really hard word, especially for me, who's not a native English speaker. But it's uxoriousness. I think that's how you spell it. It basically refers to the state or quality of being excessively fond or submissive to one's wife. So that's the fisherman. It really implies a level of devotion that, you know, may be considered foolish or overbearing. Yeah, simping basically. So Okay, he's like, okay, I'll go back to the pond, and then he says these magical words: "Manja manja, timpete, flounder flounder in the sea, my five, Ilsabil, once not, what I will." And so the flounder appears and asks, "What does she want then?" Well, she wishes to live in a better place, of course, right? Because this is a very modest home, so she wishes for a nice little cottage. Maybe even being a mayor in the village right next to us. So that's where our journey will take us, into the village.
This is awesome.
Right.
I've been asking this quite often, but how did you build all this in 24 hours?
I've had help with Toad, of course. I didn't. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention I actually haven't practiced too much because my little baby daughter was born 4 weeks before this competition.
Congratulations again.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. So I didn't really have too much time, of course. So I really just winged this. So as we come into the village, you can see a couple of marketplaces, like shops. You know, there's the tailor.
Oh, this is awesome. I really like this.
Billy the Butcher. Nice one.
Yep.
Right. And then you have the blacksmith over here, who is, you know, cooling one of his sword at the moment. He's cooled the rest there.
That's a nice touch.
Yeah. This is his humble abode, but of course, as you can see, the village itself is much more prettier, right? It's not that, you know, small shacks and everything.
Than the fisherman's hut.
Yeah, it's a bit better, for sure. So there's like a couple of houses, of course, for residents. There's also a hunter in the back here, who's you know, providing all the leather and food, of course, which you know, Billy uses at his marketplace. So the hunter lives here, for example. It's nothing too fancy, but it's definitely.
I noticed
definitely
a
better.
basketball court.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So basically, what happened is that they came here. I don't know if you noticed, but the color of the fishing hut was green. So they basically overtook this villa because that's what she wished for, right?
Oh.
So as we come into the villa, this is where they live now. Well, this is obviously way better than.
Is there a specific time of day we should be looking at these?
Oh, you can have it on TOD 0.52, so like, you know, middle of the day.
Okay.
Early afternoon. The weather is clean.
Oh, is that a witch upstairs?
That represents the vibe.
Oh.
Yeah, she even have boots.
Oh, that was nice.
And as you
I
may
love these boots,
notice-
by the way. Really nice touch.
Thanks. As you may notice, she has a better bed. She has a hot tub, and the fisherman only has this little chair to rub her feet once she's done.
I love how his bed is still the thatch one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really good
And
representation of their mindsets.
She also has the mushrooms galore a la Miss Lentz feast, and while, you know, the fisherman only has a beer and a small chair and cooked fish.
Yeah.
Which he probably caught.
Yeah. But the thing is that... Oh yeah, the basketball court. They also, for some reason, got a basketball court. We don't ask questions there, but if you want to check it out, it's here.
That was a modern reimagination of the story.
Where's the basketball court? Oh.
I just wanted to, you know, just add some fun things. There's of course many details, but this is just a fun touch that I had in mind, you know, because why not? Maybe they don't have jousting tournaments like, you know, in medieval times or whatnot. They have basketball.
There's like 2 cups.
Sorry?
Very nice.
Yeah. So they have all this, right? But then the wifely ambitions take toll, and she's not really happy. She wants to be more, because from her window, which you can barely just see from here, she can see a castle in the distance, and she's like, "Well, why don't you go back, Mr. Fisherman, husband, to the magical flounder, and ask to be a king?" Because she's not happy with the little garden and the little cottage that they have. So, you know, he goes back, asks her to be the king, or rather the queen, of course, and boom, she's the queen. And as you go in, this is of course a castle with stone walls now. So we've upgraded, of course, from the wood. There's a downstairs, and then there's an upstairs in here where she appears again. But now she's not a Great Dwarf. She's not a Great Dwarf shaman. She's a Great Dwarf brute. Fancier clothes and proper boots.
Yes.
Okay.
So, she was
no.
she and they have more money, of course. They're much more richer. But she's still not content, of course. So she asks her husband, well, why don't you go back to the Flounder? Because I'm not happy with just being the king or queen. I want to become the emperor. And so, the husband says, but like, we are really fine now. Like, we are the king of the land, aren't this good enough, And then she says, no.
Never good
You
enough.
listen to me, little man. Like, you go back to that Flounder and ask for me to become the emperor. And so he goes back, asks the fish again, and he's like, okay, yeah, sure, go back. And when you go back, she's already emperor, and that's where we come into this black marble castle, where she has a big black marble throne. Of course, lots of food. Only the small food for the
Fisherman.
for the husband, yeah. And then upstairs, of course, there's the bedroom.
Thank you, Ultina.
So another upgrade, of course. She has now a huge bed with mirrors and candles and everything.
Where's the
and,
husband's bed?
Well, right here. This little tiny.
Oh, there it is.
Right. But the thing is that this place doesn't have windows. She can't see her empire. Like, she's so tightly guarded by all those guards outside that she doesn't know, she's not content. So she asks the husband, oh yeah, because upstairs, if you come one more floor up here, sometimes she goes up here, and when she's up here, she looks over at the very top there, at the top of that mountain, and she sees a cathedral. And she says to the husband, well, I want to be Pope now. I'm not content being just an emperor. So, the husband goes back, asks the Flounder again. And, well, the Flounder says, okay, when you go back, she can be the Pope. So if you go up here, now she can see everything. She can see the whole village and everything. She's pretty happy at the start.
Is this her?
That's her. That's her, by the way. Yeah, that's her.
I love how the Flounder is always like, yeah, sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Let me just snap my fingers again.
Well, the fisherman did save his life, so he was entitled.
That's true.
And if you were looking for the husband's cozy bed, well, he doesn't have one, but he does have a chair right here. So, yeah, because she, she's the Pope now, so she doesn't even want him in her presence. But that was a good question that you asked. That why does the Flounder do this? Well, the thing is that the wife is still not happy. She sees the moon rising, the sun rising.
She wants to be an astronaut.
She can't control it almost, so she wishes to be a god. So what happens now? The husband really doesn't want to go back. He says, like, you have been a king, a queen, an emperor, a pope even. You rule all these lands. You must be happy now. And she goes mad and furious and commands the husband to go back because she wants to control the sun, the moon, and everything else. So the husband goes back to the Flounder. And then when he asks, we go to our final destination, where you may find the sword. Yeah. And this sword is basically justice from heaven.
Ooh.
The sky turns red, there's thunder. And once that happens, that magic happens, you go back this portal, and guess where you arrive.
Back at the
Is it back at the
beginning.
beginning?
It is back.
I
at
haven't
the
arrived yet.
beginning.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
And
Nice.
as the flounder giveth, the gods taketh. And what that teaches you is that greed is bad, and you have to be content with what you have and respect and be happy for what you have.
Wonderful.
Norsen
And
says
that's
so
our
she
story.
turns into a fish.
Maybe.
I think I figured out functionality. It should be how well the build can convey the story.
Yeah, I mean, this was the perfect example of that. Like, literally, it was a linear experience, which it's almost like, is it a diorama? Where basically you walk through it as the story unfolds. So,
Yeah.
very unique experience.
Well, basically the symbols play a big role in this tale, right? The magical fish basically represents our wishes and dreams, but also shows that there's a limit that what we should want. So that's what me and Toad tried to convey to you in the world of Valheim. Of course, there's plenty of small details. So feel free if you want to visit again and check for those. But what you are always going to see is that the Vive always have better food, better accommodation. The green banners appear where they live. So it all flows.
The man is
Until they're back.
content with what he has.
Right.
Yes.
Well, thank you, B Vitamin, and shout out to Toad for working on this as well. An incredible build. I'm going to go ahead and move you down so the judges can deliberate.
Okay,
Really nice
thank you.
explain. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
I'm on a loss for words, to be honest.
What I
was
noticed is he
amazing.
doesn't have any gizmo. Unless I missed something. I respect that.
Yeah.
The confidence to go in without the use of mods that are allowed.
Do you guys have your scores?
Yes.
Yep.
In a second, I will.
You said you need a second, Dhakhar?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this was an amazing build. Also, how it all hangs together. All the different areas, all the different rooms and buildings. And I was not expecting all the behinds each other. You have the village, and you run towards the village, and then you go to the castle. But when you step outside of the castle, and it's like, oh yeah, look behind the castle. That like took me off guard. I was not, and that sword didn't even. That was very cool.
Yeah.
It was very immersive too. It like he was selling the story, and everything was visualized around it as well. It all hung together very nicely, and the decorations were also very well done. The buildings also, you really are immersed into it, and you don't really break out of it either.
Ungoliant
This
says,
is something-
I hated how that fable was so bad for the fishermen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
the
all
poor
do.
fishermen, yeah. I mean, that's what makes these stories connect with so many people. It's like not all of them are sunshine and rainbows. Like, a lot of them teach you real life things that, you're supposed to learn from them. So that's why Grimm's fairy tales is such an amazing theme. Dhakhar, do
Yeah,
you have
absolutely.
your scores?
Yes. I do.
Awesome. So the next one we're going to go to is just south of us. It's going to be Gatoth and Opal. Let's go ahead and talk to Gatoth.
Do we go back to spawn to the portals?
Yes, we'll go back there, and they should lead us through a portal, because I think that's the start of their tour.
Yes.
Where was the beginning portal for this?
I don't remember either.
I think it's right here, right?
I'm not sure.
I'm just gonna teleport back to spawn.
Yeah, it's not the right one. I'm also gonna teleport.
So just a heads up to everyone who's here. I don't know if everyone who's joined post raid is aware. We're putting out a community poll. If you guys have access to our Discord, I can also send out an invite link. We'll be posting that poll shortly after the judges are done deliberating, after they look at all the builds, so that you guys can voice your opinion on what your favorite build was for today, and those total scores get added to the overall score for each builder today. So stay tuned for that. It'll be an opportunity for you guys to also in Twitch, I see a lot of you in there, to voice your opinion on your favorite build today. Did Gatoth respond? Yep, I'm going to go ahead and pull him up.
Hello.
Hey there.
How are you guys?
Doing well. We have Gatoth and Opal here with us today, winners of the Val-Con build competition, and Gatoth being our community manager. So you actually put in a lot of the work for today's event. How are you guys doing?
We have a great team. We're doing well,
We are at the Portal Hub, if you guys want to come back and guide us through.
Okay. I'll be right over there.
Yeah, I know it's kind of sudden. We kind of reach out and just say, hey, let's go, and you give me the okay, and we do it. So just takes him a moment.
If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Okay, so if you guys will follow me, we're going to tell you the story of the hut in the forest.
A very popular one.
So we're going to come up here. Now, for those that aren't familiar with the hut in the forest, it is about a woodcutter who was out in the woods working and tasked his daughters to bring him his meals. Well, while they were out and about, the first daughter, she became lost and found this hut here. And inside the hut is if I can open the door. Why is the...
Takes a second. We have a few people here from different countries.
So there we go.
There we go. Yep.
And this is going to be the old man's shack in here. This is his bed for sleeping. But she got lost and she knocked on his door, and him being a very kind old man, let her in, and for her requesting to stay the night, she was tasked with preparing a meal. So she prepared the meal and brought him his food here at this seat. He would have been sitting here, and she was told that, after preparing the meal, that she was to sit in this chair over here. Whoever's brave can try out the very comfortable chair there. So,
ouch.
She fell down through a trap door, and the same thing happened to the middle sister, who was sent out next. And eventually, the youngest daughter arrives here after being lost in the woods. And very much the same story. She was tasked with preparing a meal for him. But she had noticed that there were animals around in the forest out here, boars and deer. And so she, being a very kind person, prepared their meal. And after they had eaten, took food out to all the animals of the forest. So she was given the bed for the night, and in the middle of the night, came a thunderous roar like no one has ever heard. The building was shaking. Things on tables were shaking. And then it subsided, and she went back to sleep. And upon her waking up, if you guys will follow me through this portal over here, she was magically transported to a very ornate estate home, much like a palace. And come to find out, it was the king's son, the prince, who had been bewitched by an evil fairy. And he was to stay in the woods until he found a young woman who was both kind to humans and animals. So they were transported here, and there was to be a wedding. He reached out to his family, she reached out to hers, and the two sisters that were not so kind to animals were sentenced by the prince to be servants to coal burners, who at the time, those were actually people who produced coal and made coal, but that was their sentence until they learned to not be unkind to animals, that they should be kind to everyone. So that is the very brief tale of the hut in the woods and how this very kind young lady came to marry the prince of the land.
Nice floor.
Oh my. Yeah, the floor is very cool.
That is actually the if you're talking about the floor in the bedrooms, it's the groused in roofing that was gizmoed into a flat surface.
Very nice.
I like it a lot.
And we did that in all of the bedrooms. That was actually an idea brought to you by Opal. And she did the curtain walls here with the lamps.
Yeah, those are nice too.
Very good job. Definitely brought your A game today, Gato. I thought these floors and wall decorations, it makes each of the rooms really pop. And this is a really nice dining room too.
Gizmo makes all the difference in the world.
If you got Gizmo and Build Cameraman, you're set. Throw in a little craft from containers and you'd be ready to go.
All right.
I love how high the ceilings in the big room are too. It's very impressive, and if you look at the ceiling as well, that you can see through it a little bit is so cool as well. You can see those hues and colors. Yeah, very impressive.
We took to heart some of the very constructive criticism we've had in the past to make our walls not so one-dimensional, and that's why we did these lighting boxes up at the front here. And please do come look at these. Those took forever.
I did notice them, and I applaud you for it.
It took forever. But
so for those that don't know, those are
it.
dragon tears, right? On item stands?
No, actually in the
mist
the
torches.
lighting
Oh, mist
boxes,
torches, yep.
They're wisp lights, and then in the front is the lava lamps. I'm a huge fan of the lava lamp because it gives enough light to give an ambience without just making the space blinding.
Yeah.
And the checkerboard floor, that is also another feature brought to you by my wife Opal.
Yeah, wisp lights, Norsen says, and Ungoliant says the lighting boxes give a very fairy palace vibe.
Yes.
Bingo! I was hoping somebody'd get that, and if you missed it, over here's the hot tub for if the guests want to kind of take a soak. And this up here was meant to be actually in days of old, they had the big, after weddings, the big dances, the big balls, so that's where the prince and the princess would sit, and over here would be your orchestra. But we had a big space. And I was like, let's just throw a dance floor in there. See
Yeah.
how this goes.
Very strong submission from you and Opal. Thank you both for participating today, and of course, thank you, Gatoth, for putting this on.
You guys have any further questions from us? Or for us?
I'm good.
All right. Thank you, Gatoth and Opal, and good luck again. I know that a lot of people had some very kind things to say about your build. This is a very strong submission, and it's not going to be easy to make a decision at the end there. So good luck to you both.
We'll see how it goes, and whomever wins, that it's what was decided. But we had fun.
Did y'all
That's what
notice
matters.
that those lights up inside the ceiling?
Yeah, I think Emma mentioned that the light
Yeah.
coming from the ceiling.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
I like it a lot. It's very beautiful.
All right. Good luck to
And-
you both.
Thank
Go ahead,
you.
Gatoth. What were you gonna say?
Thank you.
No. I just same joke I always make. Now I want a baked potato. But
Well, you have yourself that baked potato, and then we'll talk to you
Alright.
soon. All right. So that's another another build that we've gone through for the judging phase. Do all the guest judges and our judge have their scores?
I do.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. B Vitamin says, "Hey guys, thanks for the kind words. Hope you like The Fisherman's Tale. This one is awesome by Katoth and Opal too." I agree, B Vitamin. Everyone brought their A game today. Let's see who we got next. We'll just go with the one that's closest to us. We'll go to Teensy and Left, which are just a little west of us in the plains.
Where do we portal to, Vok? Because maybe they want us to go to a specific location.
See if I remember
I think
how to
it's
get
where
out
I'm
of here.
standing.
Bjorno.
I think it's where I'm standing. That's the portal that starts on the road that leads to the tower.
I'll come in a little south of you just to make sure. All right, Left says he's ready. We're going to go ahead and pull him up.
Nice.
We're making a human tower.
No.
All right, so
Way
we
to be
have
extra player.
Left and Teensy with their next build. Welcome, guys.
Yeah, welcome to our fairy tale Rapunzel.
Yes.
So if you guys want to just
All
give us a
judges-
brief tour, explain your story and how it connects to your build.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Rapunzel, in our version, it took 100 years until the prince comes because the father have stolen the nice fruits from the garden, and the witch got angry and took the first child. And that's why the entrance is locked, and we have to walk through. And you can see the garden, which all the vegetables have been built, but the witch got angry, so she destroyed some corners and made some all her bad feelings and start burning some trees and locked
I
the
like this fountain here.
the princess into her tower and didn't get any access. And if you're here and looking up, you see the balcony where the prince, of course, was looking and tried to find her. But unfortunately, her hair is not long enough, and
Oh no.
she doesn't want to wait another 100 years. So that's why the prince have to find a way to go
Did she get a haircut?
inside.
Is there a specific time
Yeah,
of day
she
we should be
got a
looking at this?
haircut.
I love these fountains.
Ooh, I'm doing
Or
it
whatever
at
they are.
6.9, and it's like
The
beautiful sunset.
yeah,
This thing.
at night, of course, you have we try to make some lightning effects, but at the end, I think every now waiting here and looking through the day, you know, every time has its peak and nice night. So the wolf head and the glowing parts, let's say, and the secret entrance is if you take the throne and it's mirrored, so you have a throne at the back, and if you take a seat, you can glitch inside of the pillar. If you have a kind of first-person view, then you go to as close to the first person view, and then you can enjoy the nothing. So you see the simple structure of our tower, and you have to jump into the fire, into the water to get cleaned to reach the princess.
Yeah, there's no going back. We need to go down again.
Yep, you would have to do the whole thing again.
There's a staircase in the middle.
Yes, and of course the
Ooh,
witch have made some traps here. She placed some parts of attention, and if you take these attention, then you are out again. So
Yep,
be careful. It's not easy to reach the meat.
Very well thought out. Now you did this as a team with Teensy, right?
Right, yes.
Teensy, are you in voice?
So now
Yes, I'm here.
What exactly?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What was your guys' plan as a team? So it's interesting to hear how the dynamics worked between you two. What was the plan?
Well, we decided on, or threw around some ideas for the story that we were going to use, and Leftuff and I have, I think, quite different ways of looking at things, but when it comes to building, those two viewpoints seem to meld very well. So he's the structural genius, and I'm the one who'll sort of look at something. I'm not innovative, but I can look at what someone else has done and go, oh, maybe we could do that with it. And I think that's, he does a fabulous job without me, and it's just the little tweaks that another brain can bring to it. I'm thoroughly enjoying doing this. It's the most wonderful, wonderful experience.
Well,
Yeah,
it's
it really
amazing
feels like
having.
you work well together.
For example, if you look on the balconies, the hair, that's her idea. No?
Yeah.
So to use the trophies as a hair.
I had a feeling about that. I was just about to say as well. That's very nice. Like, you create the structure and she can focus on the details.
It's joint, but we
And,
just have a slightly different perspective on things, and it works.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it works very well.
And if you go upstairs, then of course we have the magic food table. So, and the disadvantage, of course, she always have to eat herself alone. That's why we only have one chair. And we have some dresses with spotlights and, of course, beauty tables, because that's the whole life. She has a nice bed. With a...
It's the Diverger lanterns turned inwards.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's genius. It looks amazing. Wow.
Yes, especially at night.
Oh my goodness.
Sarah 4 and 10 really likes to use those. Shout out to Sarah.
And then she has a little bathroom, of course. So everything for beauty and get ready for the prince.
Oh yeah, is there like a spot where the prince fell down and became blind?
No, therefore the time was not enough.
No.
I can attest to the fact that if you fall off and hit those spikes, you die. So that might count as part of it.
Yeah.
Things definitely get dark. Your vision does darken either way.
Very true.
I have a question about the rooftop. So there are item stands at the very top, but there's nothing on them. Is there supposed to be something on them, or maybe there is and it hasn't loaded in yet?
Yeah, and no. It has a height limit. Unfortunately, the item stands are too heavy, and they always fall apart. So this is with Infinity Hammer. Of course, you could place a Skulk head, and then it would have been fixed. But that's just the height problem at this building.
Very nice.
All right.
Nice.
Thank
I
you.
like how you used the pillar.
Yeah. Do the judges have any questions before we send them back down to the events channel?
I'm good.
Nice use of the marble tiles and corner stairs. Like to see that.
Very impressive build. The idea of using a plains pillar was very creative. Kind of gave you your foundation to your build, and it also used that ability of well, not the ability, the more like the visual bug of when you go inside one and you come out and it kind of clips, and then goes invisible.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's very creative. Thank you again, you two, for coming and building. Good luck, and I don't think we have any further questions. Thank you guys again.
Thank you for having us here.
Of course.
Great job, guys.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you for having us.
If you place a treasure chest on the balcony, it's gonna increase the theme even more. Because it's gonna be like the temptation for the people to, okay, they left. Damn it. Never mind. Oh yeah. Awesome build as well.
Very impressive build.
Awesome.
The glitching mechanic was clutch. I agree, Angolian.
It was.
Heimdall says, great job. I like how the magic aura is emanating from the table. Oh, yeah, that's... I didn't even notice that, even though it's right in front of me. Like, sometimes you... Yeah, you kind of visually take things for granted. But yeah, that definitely adds a whole new visual aspect to the dining area. All right, so do you guys all have your scores?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
So next we have Bree. Let me shoot her a DM. All right, she's ready. I'm going to go ahead and pull her up. Hey, Bree.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. So you're the next victim, participant.
I like the sound of that. It suits my theme just nice.
Do we need to come back to spawn and take the portal, or can we just teleport in there? Or
Look, if you want to teleport directly on me, that works. Otherwise, I've got a portal standing in front of me. It's up to you guys. But I do have a small request.
Okay.
Can you please put it to night? In your displays. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I have it set to night.
Yep.
Same.
We have a little bit of a story to go through.
Ooh.
Is it a spooky one?
It is a eerie story, yes. I had trouble deciding and changed my mind several times before I came to this conclusion, but the story is The Fitcher's Bird, and it starts with you guys taking a key and an egg from the item stand. You can pick your title however you'd like, but it's just to get you into the story, essentially.
The car, you can take the clever one, I'll take the fairest.
How fair of you.
And you shouldn't have torches or headlights or lanterns or anything if you've got all your active point lights set up and ready to go. That's a fishing rod. Alright, so with The Fitcher's Bird, it's a really interesting story to the point that I interpreted it in a similar way but twisted it to be a bit more twisty. It's twisty already, but I like to make it twisty. So there's signs everywhere that sort of gives you an indication on what's going on. So the key and the egg is part of the story. So pretty much what happens is a old man disguises himself, or a wizard, disguises himself as an old man, and he kidnaps young women, essentially, and takes them back to his house.
I think I lost my key.
Promises them wealth as long as they don't go through a certain door that's locked. So to tempt the women that he kidnaps, he gives them a key for that door and an egg. And the egg is like one of those things that if it breaks or gets dirty, he'll know that they didn't obey his order. So there's little tales and signs everywhere that sort of just sets you into the path of going into the house. Follow the path and see the signs and discover it on your own. I don't want to sort of spoil it too much. The story's a little it's hard to follow in terms of the story, and it was hard to design it, but I hope I've interpreted it the best way I can.
I like the stones kind of into the ground as well. The cultivated ground gives it a nice contrast.
Outside the world began with music and wine.
Oh, wow.
A cathedral.
The way you come around that corner and you see the building, it was really well done.
Yep. Nice columns.
Do we go into here next?
Yeah, go into the door. Just don't
What's
exit
this
the
small
back
one?
door until you've been upstairs.
Okay.
So pretty much he tempts her with wealth, fame, luxuries, etc. to try and keep the girls that he takes, captive in his house of luxury, but also tempts them to do the wrong thing, and there's a reason for that, which we'll get to when we do eventually go outside.
This stairway is magnificent.
It's my thing. I don't like the stairs the game gives us, so
This is amazing.
Wow.
Nice.
I freehanded the staircase 2 weeks ago, but this is next level. This is special. Wow, so smooth.
And
Oh my
using
goodness.
the dark wood on the edge there. Nice touch.
Thanks.
Can I put in an order for staircases like these? Because those
Sure.
are just so smooth.
This was the first time I'd built it in Grouston, and to be honest, this is the first time I've done any building using Grouston, so I'm usually a timber and a core wood builder, or stone, but never Grouston, so I made it my mission to literally use it as much as possible. It's very fussy to work with, but
I like the little couch too.
Yeah, very nice. And very, very well done. First Graustein built as well. This is just absolutely wonderful. The
Ooh, this
windows.
purple.
Wow, the top of those windows, what you created there is absolutely, it's very beautiful. How you can make the floor look so seamless and
Oh, you've
yeah,
seen the ceiling. Yeah.
Yeah.
very, very nice. Oh yeah, very nice.
Purple.
The purple lights.
Yeah.
Very creative. Chat's loving it.
So what's the end to the story? What happens? in the end?
Okay, so obviously after a while of walking around the house and snooping and opening doors and exploring, she has the key and she's tempted, because who wouldn't, with a key given to them, want to know what is behind the door that's locked? So she hides the egg so it doesn't get damaged and uses the key to go outside. Well, in the story it's another room within the structure, but I wanted to make it a little bit more than that. So we venture back outside and we go across a bridge.
Ungoliant says, what did you use to make the purple ceiling lights?
Wow.
Okay, they are one of the Golda table extensions using Gizmo flipped upside down.
So
Look
the
at
candles?
The trees. Yeah, the Golda candles.
Yep.
Yeah, the Golda candles, yep.
Look at the trees.
And they
She
were very
put the-
fussy with vanilla, because you're restricted to having them at a certain distance from your crafting bench, unlike when you're in creative.
Indeed.
You can just place everything wherever you want it. So when I built it the first time, I was like, I can't do it that way, so I had to redo it, and that's as best as I could get that ceiling.
So the lights in the trees, was there a story behind that?
It was just to make it more of the enchanted forest that a lot of the Grimm tales sort of find themselves hosted in, and I wanted to use the density of the Black Forest, and it can be always really dark and gloomy, so adding all the flowers, the mushrooms, the lights, anything to make it glowy and magical looking. I wanted it to sort of be pretty but also have that, you know, tempting aura that the story has with it.
Absolutely love it. Love it.
If you've got everything turned to pick up off, I made the mistake of having that turned on, and all the little hearts that I threw in the boxes got zoomed into my bag. So I kind of wish item stands worked for those, but they don't. So in theory, when she opens the door, she finds a room that all the previous girls that he has captured are mutilated essentially and in pieces, and she obviously finds that room. I didn't think that was kind of appropriate for displaying, and it was a little limited, so I got a little creative and decided to twist it in a way that he'd actually taken other female characters or princesses from the Grimm tales and obviously tempted them the same way, which they failed, and he stored their hearts in boxes around his shrine. And his shrine, because when you get here I'll activate it, will take you through to the last room, which is pretty much where the character in the story escapes by disguising herself to look like a bird. So again, that was also very complicated to make, but it's done as best as I possibly can to make it interesting. So when you're ready, the portal will turn on and you just jump through and it'll take you into the last room. But it's, yeah, just take your time. Oh, and don't forget to look up with the ceiling.
Yeah, I took a look at that ceiling. It was incredible.
Yeah, it took me a very long time. I couldn't replicate the original that I did. I got so frustrated that I ended up like swapping over to do something else, and then came back at about 6 hours remaining and did the ceiling again. And I still can't replicate the original, but yeah, it's again the best I can. So this is my like explanation of her escape. So he tries to obviously, well, she thinks he's going to kill her, so she decides to disguise herself as a bird and run away and go back to her family. So I've put on item stands the feather cloaks. In boxes is a bunch of different feathers, and around this crypt is just all the corpses and boxes and trash that he throws away after he's, you know, finished with the people that he's taken.
Cool.
And this puts you out back at the start of the pathway.
This is beyond next level. All the above. Chat says they were speechless, so incredible work, Bree. Definitely holding off until seeing it now paid off, because
Yeah.
it blew me away. So great work.
It took so long to get all the lighting right, and I deleted a lot of it and then redid it because it was either too bright or too dark, and added more mushrooms to just make it the right thing. And yeah, at night's the best way because it just gives it that magical sort of aura. So I hope it was seen on everyone's walkthrough.
Yeah,
Incredible
very
work.
Good job.
And you did this solo, right?
Solo. I've been up since 6 a.m. yesterday morning, and it is currently 7:48 a.m. the next day. So
Wow.
I am wrecked.
Yep.
But I had a mission, and I had the main cathedral mansion done in the first 5 hours. I'd built it twice before because I'd changed it so many times. So after I did it the second time, I knew exactly how I wanted to do it, and then all I had to do was wait for the vines to grow, and then I just slapped all the walls pretty much in with the windows. So everything was just a box, and then once it was grown, I just threw all the windows in and carefully made it so the vines didn't break apart as the windows were placed.
Yes. Very intricate.
Wow, it's all I can really say at this point. It's so incredible what you did in the amount of time you had. Great work again. The fact that you did it solo just speaks to your talent. Good luck, and you don't have much longer, and we'll know.
No. Yeah.
Take care.
Bree, by the way, since you mentioned the pink candles, it's not really used in the game right now. It's an unused asset, but there are pink bracers in case you might like those. Since you do some kind of building, it might be interesting to know that.
Yeah, no, I will definitely suss that out. I usually stack like those the green, blue, and like normal torches over the top of each other to make different colors as well. But they don't always stack very easily when you're not in creative mode, so you kind of get that weird sort of bulky overlap. But yeah, have no restrictions and you can do anything you want.
And Bree, what was the name of the fairy tale one more time?
The Fitch's Bird.
There it is, chat.
Amazing.
Thank you, Bree.
Yeah, very nice.
Dhakhar, Mythic, you guys have any final questions? Are you all set, all my judges?
I think we're good.
Some sets.
All right.
Very well explained. Great tour and great build.
All right, thank you again, Bree. We'll talk to you soon.
All good. Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Each one of these builds is an adventure in and of itself.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really immersive. Very, very nice. I'm glad she chose the Black Forest as well, because it's so dense, and it has this mystical vibe to it, similar to how the Mistlands can also be very mystical, but well, without the mist.
All right,
nice.
so let's see on my map. We can hit Con, Shaunery, and Caterfly, or we can hit Astrid. We still need to go and hit Undertaker as well. You guys have a preference on who we hit next?
Nope.
No, not really.
All right, let's go to Astrid next. Let me grab her in DM.
A lot of people today. Okay. It's also pretty
It's
late
Astrid
right
and
now
Ulf.
for me, so my brain isn't braining.
We're almost there. We got 3 more. All right, Astrid's ready. I'm going to go and pull her up.
It's a cool house.
Hello.
A bit modern.
Hey there.
Hello.
Hello.
Is it okay for us to teleport there, or do we need to go back to spawn to use the portal?
No, it's fine. It's fine. If you're teleporting here, if you just want to come up to the portal we set up here, that would be nice. So where I'm right now. Yes. Welcome, Bjorno. Welcome, Dhakhar. Hi, Emma. And Mythic is also somewhere around.
He's flying around here somewhere.
Welcome. Yeah. As you see, we are here in the mountains, and on this trail, Snow White once wandered around while she was still followed by the huntsman that needed to kill her. And she found this nice, cozy little house. Let's just close the door. She didn't know who was in there and just entered the room. And then she saw all those little cute chairs where she's not able to fit because she's gonna hurt her knees. And there had been so many food. She was so hungry, so she just took a bit. After she ate a lot of those foods, she got a little bit tired and went upstairs, where she found all those cozy beds with that amazing fluffy sleeping heads. She didn't know who these beds belonged to, but she just laid down in one like Emma does. Later on, of course, the 7 dwarfs came here, and their names had been, mostly known, but you can see each one has his own bed, so you can get their names.
Nice.
Everybody knows she stayed with them while they went out. They went into their mine. She made food for them, cleaned the whole house, and that's why they built an extra floor for her. That's the only floor where we Vikings can walk around without hurting our head.
I still hurt my head on the drawer here.
Then
It hurt a lot.
yeah, the drawer is still from the dwarf. So they did their best to make her furniture in the right size for her. But yeah, they should better go in the mine and not doing some furniture.
Norsen says, yes, Snow White and the 7 Divergers, a classic.
That's true. That's true. That's it. Yeah, right now they are not at home because the dwarfs are already again in their mine. But where is Snow White?
Where's Snow White?
Well, let's go to Snow White, shall we?
Where is she?
Yeah, we should search for her, but maybe we just let the judges stay a few minutes to check out the build, and then we're gonna head over and search for Snow White. Just tell us when you're ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. Then follow the
Good.
guy with the flaming sword, I guess.
Okay, let's follow him.
A different house.
We take this portal over here.
Don't mind this house, please.
Oh, that's the.
That's
what do you
just.
call it?
Yeah. No, go away. No one saw that.
It's your,
I didn't
it's
see
your
anything.
resting house.
Yes.
So after
Resting.
Snow White was poisoned by an apple, she returned to the castle with her prince, and this is where the castle is.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
I feel like I might need to wait a hot
No.
second for everything to spawn in.
Bjorno, are you sure this was 24 hours?
Yes.
Damn. That is a lot of building. Wow. Okay.
So here we have the main tower, which if it's letting me open the doors. The main tower, where she enters the courtyard of the castle. So now you're in the courtyard and you have all the nice trees around. She goes down here to wash her clothes and sing with the birds flying around at the well.
Oh, I really like this well.
Wow. The oak with the snow on there is so odd. It's like, it's so strange. I've never seen it, ever. I've never
Right?
seen an oak with snow. This is so cool.
Yeah, they do like oak trees here. But of course, there were still some remnants of the queen left over in this castle, which we're about to find out.
It's a magical well.
Well, first of all, we have a storage room here, where she kept all her traps and odds and bits.
Ooh. Yep.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
what kind of environment setting do you recommend?
I'd say 0.5 NV clear.
Yeah.
And now let's enter the castle. So as you can see, the queen's throne is still up here, but now occupied by Snow White, because she now rules over this castle.
Where is she?
Ah.
Here you have a door leading up to a nice terrace or balcony, which
Yeah, this is nice.
is used to watch over the lands.
Wow, impressive castle.
Nice.
And then if we head back inside, the queen was a very foul being, so obviously she had to have a prison.
Yep.
And this is where she kept her prisoners.
That
I
poor
have
Aspen.
died already.
Yeah.
That's such a weird perspective.
Let me out!
Ugh.
And if we go to the other side, you remember that Snow White got poisoned.
Mhm.
This is where she created the deadly apple.
Yep. The lab.
Indeed, a laboratory.
The secret
Some rooms on the wall.
Yeah.
chemical warfare lab. And there's no. Oh, that's where the mirror is.
Nope.
No. The mirror is
I mean
somewhere.
up here.
We're gonna go up here.
Oh,
along
you,
the
yeah,
stairs.
you are already
Yeah.
there.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I'm already. Yeah. Just a second. Why is it lagging so much in this room?
Oh, it's a lot of clutter, I guess.
For some reason, my FPS just drops when I
It's
enter
probably the
that
lantern.
room.
Oh, for me, I just started seeing all the armor stands and more detailed decorations. They just spawned in for me.
Yeah, same.
Alright, and here we have the mirror room, and if one of
Nice
the
little
judges can
simulator.
please make the lines in order to activate the mirror.
Maybe you,
It's
Emma?
not a chandelier, it's just the sun.
Oh? Do you want to make the lines to activate the mirror?
The lines.
Mirror,
Yeah.
mirror, wall. Who's the most skilled builder of them all?
Beautiful.
Do I break it? I don't know.
No,
Oh!
It says you.
Oh! Nice.
We enter the portal.
Oh.
no.
No. It's just leading
You'll be
somewhere.
Leads to your death.
It brought me back here.
That's nice.
There you go on.
Yeah, and I think that's, if I'm not missing anything, Astrid, that is all.
And you guys
Yes.
did this as a team, you and Astrid Ulf. What was the plan between you two? Did you guys go in like taking certain sections, or did one of you do interior decorating while another one did the exterior of the building?
Yeah, so Astrid was making the Dverger home, so she completely did that by herself. And all the decorating as well. And then I built the castle, and then Astrid also helped me decorating around in the castle.
And the well, just to reiterate with that was Elder Keys, right?
Yes, in the
Okay.
well there are elder keys and the blue carpet above the elder keys.
Awesome, that's all my questions. Did the judges have anything else they wanted to ask?
I just had
I'm
to
good.
run around again because, same as Emma, only half of the things were loaded in the first time round. So, quick, speedy stomp around everything again to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's not your fault. It's definitely a big castle, so that makes it take a little bit longer than most of the other builds. But looking at the castle, it's just so impressive if you look at it. Just, yeah, very, very nice. And I had the same with some of the other cabins as well. If you just wait a little bit, you can see more of the colors pop as well, because more of them spawned in.
Yeah, exactly. And the castle is mostly decorated towards the path leading down, so you get this nice view of something big when you approach it.
It's a beautiful build. You two did an amazing job. Thank you again for coming and building. And yeah, the judges will deliberate and we'll shoot you guys back down. Thanks again.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you. Bye.
All right. What'd you guys think of that one?
Amazing.
That was great.
You guys all have your scores?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, this is not going to be an easy one again. Goodness.
Next, we have Undertaker. Let me shoot him a DM. Yeah, I don't see how. I don't know how you guys are going to be able to do this. Every build has its own flair, its own impressive side to it. It's just like, how do you even determine which one of them had the best story? Like, they were all amazing.
We got this.
All right, I'm moving Undertaker up.
Yeah, I think it will mostly come to priorities. What will be the priority? Is it the story?
Hello.
Is it the building? Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Undertaker. Do we go back to spawn and come through the portal, or can we teleport to you?
Yeah, teleport to me. I'm waiting at the portal-ish. So,
Okay.
Yeah, you can teleport.
All right.
All right, everyone's here. Undertaker, you have the mic if you want to guide us
Stage
through
is
your
yours.
build and your story.
Yeah, of course. I built the 7 dwarven cabin. Well, everybody knows that story, of course, so there's not much to tell about that. I had some problems getting the dwarves, of course, because how on earth are you gonna build that without mods? So I took the armor stands and I just put several clothes on, and I lowered them into the ground, so they look a little bit
Nice.
smaller. Yeah, on the platform over here we have the Snow White that already ate the apple.
I like that.
She has seen better days.
Yeah, indeed. She looks kind of hollow. Yeah, and for the cabin itself, yeah, I remember when I watched it, it was a pretty easy cabin, not fancy or anything like that. So I just made it how I thought it should be. Nothing
Nice.
fancy, but yeah, there's everything they need to have.
Very nice. Room for all the little divergers.
Yep,
Yes.
indeed.
Hello there.
Hey, Balron.
Hey.
General Kenobi.
I like
And
the
now
colors
that's
as
what I
well.
was waiting for.
How you doing?
Sure, like I said, there's not much to say about this. It's just a cabin.
Nice cabin.
It is a good-looking cabin, for sure. I really like the idea having the sleeping body out front in the glass. That was really interesting, and I like the roof design you went with the dark wood and the straw roofs. I forgot what those are called.
Yeah, very nice.
Asher says the armor stands lowered in the ground. Amazing idea. I agree.
And there is 7 dwarfs.
Yep.
So that checks out.
Indeed.
There's also a hunter right here.
Yes.
There's a hunter over there, indeed.
Very nice.
Yeah, it checks out.
Nice little details.
Did you work throughout the whole 24 hours, or did you come in with a plan?
No, I didn't. No, I came in unprepared, or I knew already what I wanted to build, of course, but I didn't have any preparations or something. So I just started when it began last night, and almost 5 hours later, 80% of the building was done. And I finished the rest this morning.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
and in between, I had to participate a family barbecue, so I lost a lot of time.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say. Doing it solo is no easy feat. So,
Nope.
you did a lot with what time you had. Great build.
Mm-hmm.
Doing it solo is pretty impressive, and it checks out. It checks all the boxes for the fairy tale down to the hunter. So I have no further questions. What about the rest of our judges?
Same.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shaba does pretty well.
All right, Undertaker. Thank you very much for walking us through your Grimm's Fairy Tale submission. We'll go ahead and move you down, and good luck here in a few minutes.
Thank you very much.
All right, so that leaves one final build. I believe the last one is Sean Connery. I left the winner for last. Our previous winner. So let me see if he is ready.
As well as.
My. Well, the bar has been set very high. I can tell you that much.
I'll be right back.
Yep. All right, he says he's ready. I'm gonna go and pull him up.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
Yeah.
1 second. I need to turn a fan off. All right,
Is
I'm hard
Caterfly
here.
in VC?
She is not. We do not
Okay.
have a second setup for her with a mic yet.
Gotcha. Just wanted to make sure I didn't have to pull her out. But can we go there by teleporting, or do we need to go through the portal at spawn?
I would love if you could do the portal.
We can do that.
It's Shonnery 3. Are we allowed to have you guys change like time of day and stuff?
Yeah, we'll ask you if there's a specific time of day we should be looking at it, for sure.
We'd love to start just midday, whatever, and then we're gonna change it partway through.
Okay.
Fits the story.
Which one?
Shonnery.
You know, storming or anything, you might want to clear that.
I think it's Shonnery, right?
It is.
It's this one over here, Emma.
Oh, thank you.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Go to spawn and go through the Shonnery portal.
Shonnery 3. Don't know if you caught that.
Oh,
What environment
so not the
setting
dock?
would you like with?
Oh, that one must
January
have
3, Judgment Day.
Oh, this is a different build. This is a different event.
Yeah. It's the third one.
Yep. We'll look for Shonnery 3.
Oh, okay.
So, there you go. Shonnery 1, Shonnery
I see it.
2,
Yep.
Shonnery 3.
Oh, I got bumped back out.
Oh, that's good, because then I know which one I need.
Oh, there's gates.
All right, I think we're here. What time of day do we need to be when we get here?
Just midday. It's more critical as we go through.
All right.
So we did the 12 dancing princesses. And so the story goes that the king and his 12 daughters all live in this castle together. And we presume that the queen is no longer with us. But the story is that every night he locks his 12 daughters into the same bedroom. And they all sleep in the same bedroom. And despite that, every morning he finds that their dancing shoes are worn out from dancing all night. So what he does is he goes through several people that he's hired to try and find out why this is happening. Gives them 3 days to figure out how the daughters are getting out, because they're locked in every night. And after 3 days, if they don't make it, they are beheaded. So that's why we have a beheading station over here. We've got a nice little viewing area for the public.
Guillotine.
And then everyone kind of check that out and
Carapace guillotine.
Watch the beheading.
With the skulls beneath. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
It's a nice little detail.
Yeah, and
That's
so
beheading. TBD.
And the item stands for a rope look really good from the front. Just as
I felt like that worked pretty well.
Yeah, the
Showed a little
flags are coming
mechanism
in
there.
for me.
That's
So-
really cool.
Strong start.
Basically, what happens is he goes through several people that cannot figure it out, and after a while, an old soldier comes sauntering down the path and sees his request and decides he's going to help. And along the way, he meets an old woman who gives him some clues and says, "Whatever you do, don't drink the wine." And then she gives him an invisibility cloak. And so he comes to the castle and says he wants to help figure out how these daughters are getting out.
Don't
So
drink the wine.
mainly, this is just a big king's castle. We've got the king's room behind it. Back here in these doors, and then we've got the feast hall to the left, with the kitchen, nicely furnished and fully furnished out with everything you need for. Oops, not the left.
I
sorry,
like these
to the right.
hallways.
Thanks. Yeah, so the right is the feast hall. I was mistaken. It's backwards.
Pretty dark at night.
For
Yeah, I
sure.
would put put it to daytime if you can.
Yeah, I know. I was.
Okay.
It was on daytime, and I checked the nighttime as well.
Happy says
Yeah, it's a little
carpet
dark at
on
night.
stairs looks better than he would expect.
Yeah, I like that look. I think it
It
looks
doesn't
kind of
give
cool.
wood.
Makes it kind of look like they're going up the stairs.
Yeah.
So basically, the old soldier on the first night pretends to drink the wine and pours it into a sponge under his chin and pretends to pass out like all the others. So over here on the left, we have the girls' room, where you can see they all sleep in the same room. And he sleeps in the chambers next to them with this open door over here. And the idea is that he watches and waits, and come to find out, they have a secret doorway behind one of their beds, and that's how they've been sneaking out. And so back here, behind the bed...
Mushrooms as shoes are a nice touch.
But before that, we can see over here on the wardrobe, every morning the king gives them fresh dancing shoes, and every morning they're worn out. So we've got the fresh shoes and the worn out shoes over here.
They smell too.
They do smell. They're
You can
gross.
see
They've
the
been dancing
smoke.
all night. Dancing through the bottoms, so they are the
I
nastiest
love
of
your
shoes.
choice for the shoes. That's genius.
That's great.
I've seen a
once
hidden
we
pathway.
once we leave, let's switch it to nighttime.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. Because the idea is that in the middle of the night they sneak out, and they go down a trail that takes them through 3 forests, one of silver, one of gold, and one of diamonds. So along the path we've made trees that are silver, gold, and diamond as we take you through the path through the various biomes.
Oh, okay. You made the tree with the metal and the marble stuff.
It was the best representation we could of silver.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it does.
Ooh.
And then as we exit the plains, we go into the Black Forest, into the Gold Tree Forest, where we've got golden fir
Can
trees.
I put my light hat on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is a
Nicely
little bit
made
dark at
gold
night, actually.
trees. Point tree, like that. It's a golden tree.
This is the first time I've ever seen anything like this. No one's ever made
Yeah,
a
we
tree
played
out
around
of
a
gold
lot
coins. Not
with
that I've
different
seen.
ideas.
Yeah, very
Definitely
well
gives
done.
my
I
thing.
love their design.
Thank you. And then as we exit the Black Forest, we enter the Mistlands, where we've got our diamond trees.
Oh, golden trees. Alright.
And from there, they come out to the docks where the 12 princes are waiting on 12 rowboats to take them to their ballroom, essentially.
Wow, that love potion upside down. Nice effect.
Yeah, isn't that clever?
That
Caterpillar
is
came up with that one.
awesome.
She was, very clever on that.
Okay.
Thank you, Amber, for the follow. It's appreciated.
And so the idea is,
Thanks,
you
Undertaker.
row across. You'll have to fly or swim, but if you just go straight out, you'll end up over at the docks on the other side. And here we come up on the ballroom, where every night the 12 princesses meet up with the 12 princes,
This
and they dance
freaking
the night away.
building. Jesus Christ. How do you do this in 24 hours, man?
Whoa.
Lots and
I do
lots
not
of caffeine.
understand.
Well, that is very much like
Do
a
you just
fairy
sit for 24
Wow.
hours with a Red Bull bottle
20.
by your side?
About 20, yeah. I slept for 4 hours,
Dang.
roughly.
Wow.
Yeah, so they dance the night away
That's
in this
dedication.
ballroom. And then when morning comes, they sneak back up to the room, and nobody is any wiser. But this time, the soldier had followed them with the cape.
Yeah.
And along the way, he actually grabbed branches from each of the trees, from each biome. And then he also grabbed a cup from the ballroom here that he could use as evidence. And so on that third night, he kept following them every night. On the third night, he brings all of that back to the king and presents his evidence and says, "This is how how your daughters are getting out." And for realizing that, he is given his choice to marry whichever daughter he decides.
Oof.
And he decides he will marry the oldest daughter because, in his words, he's no longer young himself.
That
Thank goodness.
that chandelier with the chitin shields.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's
With the scales. Very nice.
The serpent scales, yeah.
Yeah,
He
it's
should have
kinda
taken a screenshot.
What's that?
The guard should have taken a screenshot. Never mind. It was a silly joke. I love the towers, the spears you have on top of the towers.
Yeah.
Their light reflects on the flam metal beams. Super nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's next level.
Very, very nice.
When you see that from afar, it makes such a strong impression.
Yeah. And how did you do the colors? Is it just with the whisk torches and like the lava lamps that
Yeah,
you create
combined.
that color?
Yeah, combined they make like a purple, bluey, kind of shifting,
Wow.
glowing color.
That is gorgeous.
And then inside with the
wow. Like I thought I'd seen your skill ceiling, and then you come and built this. So, well done. And you didn't do it alone. You did it on a team with Caterfly. So did she? What part did she play in the plan for you two?
Nope.
You there?
I'm sorry, I was muted. I was talking the whole time. I don't know when I muted. So she did a lot of the decorating here. She did half the building of the castle, built 2 of the forests entirely herself. Lots and lots of the decorating in the castle. The whole princess's room is hers. Lots of it. So she's very much a perfect complement to each of us. I mean, we're perfect complements for each other, I feel like.
Okay.
Great job.
That's a really good way to explain it. You did an amazing job, and so did Caterfly, and it's a very strong submission. Thank you again for coming and doing another event. One last question, though. Did you guys do the full 24 hours? How much time did you guys invest?
I did about 20, and she did, I don't know, maybe 12? About 12 hours, maybe? Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Maybe, probably a little bit more. She did a lot more taking care of our kids, stuff like that.
Okay. Any further questions from the judges, Emma, Dhakhar, Mythic?
All good?
Is everyone else's hour like 60 minutes, or is it only mine that's that short? 'Cause-
Yeah.
They're the same stand as Star Platinum.
Okay, yeah.
Essentially. All right, thank you,
How many hours are in your 24 hours? Because in mine, they fly by like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the first 4 to 6 hours, I felt like we got a lot done, and then it starts tapering off real fast, and I have to really slam the caffeine and focus.
As soon as you start thinking, oh, we're doing all right, and then you look back at your watch 5 minutes later and 2 hours have disappeared, and you're like, oh, crap.
Yep.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's all the details that end up taking forever. Like, we built the first castle in about 4 hours, the main building, and then everything else. This castle, the second one here, the ballroom, took probably 6 or 7 on its own.
Nah, this is the main building.
Yeah. Wow.
Good lord.
It really has those fairy tale vibes. And that the mist, I said it earlier as well when I came to have a sneak peek earlier. If you stand on the staircase as you land here, the mist is like at the perfect distance. It's like you see those towers, and behind it you see the mist just like damping like everything behind it. It's like in a fairy tale, really. So yeah, absolutely amazing.
Appreciate that. We spent.
Reminds me of a Disney castle.
Of which?
Reminds me of the Disneyland castle a bit.
Yeah, that's kind of that was kind of the vibe I was going for. Just really, really fantasy and fairy tale feeling.
And the lighting is just chef's kiss.
Thank you.
Bonkers
Yeah, we
submission,
spent
man.
a lot of time figuring out the location to get the biomes correct and the path, and like you said, the mist clearing in the right place. We used a lot of wisp lights to kind of balance it, but really like this spot because the mist kind of cleared on its own right here too. So felt
Very
really good.
nice. Yeah.
Well,
Amazing.
thank you for showing off your build. It truly is
Absolutely.
one of a kind. You and Caterfly came again, and oh my, I just don't have any words. I know chat is expressing those emotions for me. They just, I don't even know where to begin with it. So I'm going to bring you back down so the judges can deliberate. You were the last one, so let the group know as we bring you back down that now we deliberate. Thank you again.
Sounds good. Will do. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.
All right, that's it. I will let the stream take a brief 5-minute break. It won't be long, just so you guys can finalize your scores. And then when we get back, we'll announce the winner. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Community poll is about to get posted. I can shoot a link if anyone needs a Discord invite link. There's the Discord invite. The poll will be posted here very shortly, like 1 or 2 minutes. And just a heads up, it will be posted in general chat. So once you guys get in here, yeah, you guys can vote. It'll be there in a minute. Alright, the community poll has been posted, folks. Click that Discord invite link in chat. Let us know who took Battle Grimm's Fairy Tales. Who had your favorite build today? All builders brought their A games. They deserve your vote. So please join if you can. And let us know who you think took today's battle. In a world ravaged by relentless floods, the very fabric of our reality has been torn apart. The terrain has transformed into an unrecognizable expanse, where once thriving cities now lie beneath the waves. But from this chaos, something extraordinary has emerged. Magic has begun to weave its way through the remnants of our world, reshaping the land and breathing life into the ruins. Mysterious entities now roam the altered realms of Valheim, guardians of secrets long forgotten. Welcome to Kattegat New Dawn. A rich and custom-made world with over 17 unique locations. NPCs waiting to share their stories and quests that will challenge your resolve. The fate of this transformed world lies in your hands. Will you be the one to uncover the mysteries of Kattegat New Dawn? The adventure awaits. Alright, I think we're ready to come back. I hope everyone who was able to get in was able to. I know that that poll is still going for another 6 minutes. So if you guys haven't, please get in there. If you need another link, just let me know. I could post another one in Twitch. But yeah, I see a lot of you voting in there. So a lot of you definitely felt something from this theme and this build competition today. I know there was a lot of very, very impressive builds. So it wasn't it wasn't easy to make one decision, and in fact, I haven't still made my own decision on what my favorite build was today. It's really hard to just keep voting the same way I have the last 2 times, you know, because Conchonery and Caterfly took the last event, but it's really hard to vote against what I saw, what I'm seeing here. Like, this is beyond anything I have. Yeah, I'm speechless, honestly. So, and I've done over 100 of these events. So, let's go ahead and get back into voice channel and see how the judges are doing. Hey guys.
Yeah.
Hey.
How's it coming?
Hey, good. I'm almost done with all the ratings.
Yeah, there's lots to think through.
Yeah, please, be comfortable with what you guys submit. All of these builds were absolutely incredible. So, and I know it sounds like a broken record that it's hard to make a choice like this, but once you've judged this, you can't really say, you know, that it's easy, because it's not.
Bjorno? So I'm done with my ratings. It's 1:40 a.m. I really need to sleep. I'm super
Yep, just
tired.
submit your scores and you're good to go, man.
Send you the screenshot.
Yes, me too.
Okay. This. Yep.
4 minutes left on the community poll if you guys haven't voted.
I don't know who to vote for. Like, I mean,
I voted for B Vitamin because just the way his story flowed, it felt so natural the way he did it. Like, into the whole, like, go up the mountain and then there's a castle and then up above that there's more. Like, it's just, yeah. This, what I'm looking at now with Conchonery is, like, visually impressive, but I don't know, there was something about that story that, like, the way he walked us through it, I know, it stuck with me no matter what I saw the rest of the day. I just kept thinking about that.
He's a good storyteller.
Yeah,
All right.
I totally agree.
There you go. There's my scores, and whoever wins is gonna be really well deserved. The reason I'm not gonna vote on the community poll is because they're so close that I don't want to give one of them such a big advantage.
Yeah, I
with
also
that
feel
extra
like
vote.
I would be having 2 votes, you know.
If I was confident about my top one, I would have voted. But
Do you guys mind if I copy them into the judges thread so that it's easier to look at?
Sure.
Sure. Yeah, same.
All right, guys.
It's such a difficult one.
Have a great rest of the evening, night, midday, whatever. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yep.
Peace, man. Catch you soon.
Yeah, it was great having you again. Thank you.
Thank you. It was nice being here. See ya.
I think it might also be time for me to hop off soon. I can stay like a little bit longer, but it's also similar to the UK. It's like 20 minutes before it's 1 o'clock. So.
Yep. As soon as I get all 3 of your scores, we can announce the winner, and then that's pretty much it. The community vote ends in 2 minutes, so that will also determine who the community overall thought had the best build today. Right now, I'm seeing 6 votes for Bree. So apparently a lot of people really liked Bree and the way she did it. I believe when I looked at your guys' scores, Bree was ranked pretty high.
I am also gonna hop off voice. I'll join in chats if
Yep.
that's all right.
Yep.
Thank you so much for having me
Thanks
already.
for being here, Emma.
I'll see you in chat.
Take
Thank
care.
you so much. It's always a pleasure.
Wow, this is crazy. Where's Dhakhar? Did you send your scores yet?
just cleaning up. I was gonna just delete all of my comments, but then I thought like it might be interesting to just keep them, so I'm just like writing them a bit neater instead of my like quick like 5 words, you know.
I think the poll just ended. No, it ends in 5 seconds. Con Shawnery also got a ton of votes. He also got 6. Wow, this is going to be so close, Dhakhar.
Yeah. Yeah, great idea for a competition. Like, perfect theme.
Yeah, we've been putting out polls instead of, having like the team, like the internal team decide the theme. We've been putting out like polls wanting to know what people want as themes, because you want people to be motivated and you want themes that are like close to people's hearts,
Yeah.
Oh my god, with those community votes. Did it happen again? I'm waiting for you, Dhakhar.
Okay, let me just submit skills then without like all this. I may have misspelled some of the names.
Chat, what did you all think of today? What was your favorite build, if you guys don't mind sharing? Norson says, I picked one, but honestly it was between 4 builds for me. Impossible choice. Emma says it was the hardest judging she'd ever had to do. Absolutely amazing job, everyone. So, yeah. The final scores are in. Oh my god. We have a winner. I'm just getting 2nd and 3rd place now. All right, I think that's it right there, Dhakhar.
Awesome.
All right.
Everyone did really well. I was really impressed by all the builds.
If you're impressed, we did something right. I'm going to be honest. Thank you again for coming, Dhakhar. I know you got a lot going on. Let's go and jump down and announce the winner.
Yep.
Here we are.
Exactly. Hello, hello.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
So I know it's getting very late in Europe, so I don't want to delay this any further. To just briefly go over how the scoring went, it was very difficult. Emma even mentioned herself. It was the hardest judging she's ever had to do. So, should give you a little bit of a background as we announce the winners here today. So the community vote went not how I expected it. It started off really strong on going one way, and then it kind of evened out going another. So it kind of changed the way the scoring was done in the end, and it ultimately swayed the results of this competition. For the first time ever, a community vote changed the ending result. Ultimately, it did a 180. I'm still completely speechless at how this went, but without further ado, in first place, is Conchonery and Caterfly. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys.
Congrats.
But
I did not. I thought Bree took it for sure.
in
That's
second
super surprise.
place, it's Bree. Congratulations.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
By
Bree.
2 points. That
Wow.
was the difference between those two. And in a very strong third place, with another difference of 3 points, it was B Vitamin and Toad in third place.
Nice. Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So
What?
about 5-ish points was the difference between all 3 of those. Incredible builds, everyone. Everyone did amazing today. I'm going to leave today thinking about these builds for a while. If you guys missed any part of this event, the VOD will be on YouTube later this evening. Thank you, Dhakhar, Emma, and Mythic for guest judging again today. Amazing job.
Seriously, thank you, judges, so much.
Thank you very much.
I can't believe that.
Nice.
And that's going to be it for the day. I don't know how else to give you guys kudos other than we'll see you
okay.
guys in August, and we'll announce the theme soon. Thank you to Gatoth for
And
putting this on.
mark August 15th and 16th on your calendar.
Yeah.
Okay.
There may be some guest judges there. Maybe one that starts with a K, rhymes with Tyson.
Ooh.
Can't
imagine who that is.
So yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back very soon. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Awesome.
And
Thank you,
congrats
Glenn.
to the winners. You guys deserved it.
I appreciate that. I
And
really
I'll
did not
be
think that was gonna
putting
be the case.
I'll be putting that poll up probably by the end of today for the theme for the next one.
Nice.
Sounds great. Thank you, everybody.
All right.
Take care.
Thanks again, everybody. I'm gonna go get a nap.
Thank you.
Well, that's it, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. I still see about 24 of you left. If you haven't already, please follow. We're trying to get some more followers here. We hit our goal today. Couldn't have asked for a better audience. Thank you to everyone who voted. We'll see you again real soon.